Welcome back, everybody. Where you been? Feel like I haven't seen you for ages. How are you? How's everyone doing? I hope you can all manage to find the redirect and come dial yourselves back in. We're done with Joe Lewis for the day. And we are back in with Tottenham again. Red. No, not red. Lions. Why do I keep saying red? Lion City Sailors. Pre-season friendly watch-along here at the Spurs Talk Show. Kickoff is in 53 minutes' time, weather dependent. Mia, Ranj, why are your cameras off? What's going on?
I'm on my phone because I've got people. My nephews are here, so I can't go in the front room on my laptop. So
Unacceptable. Put your camera
on. No,
I was just getting a drink, Sean. So
dear, oh dear, oh dear. 226 people in the house. I really appreciate the switch. 400 of you had enough of me, I think, and went, that's it. Or maybe it was Rand you had enough of and went, now we'll go somewhere else. Please hit the like button for me, guys. Hit the subscribe button. I'm going to put the link up. I did say I would, and I'm going to. I'm not going to be a flip-flop on that. Am I, Mia?
I mean you're flip flop and everything else, so you might as well not be for once.
Let me get it going. If you want to come in,
yeah, man, don't come in and cause trouble, by the way, because I heard you caused some trouble last night. So
Who, me?
yes, you.
What trouble did I cause?
I don't know.
I mean, just because I have an opinion that's different from other people's doesn't mean that I'm causing trouble.
What happened?
Yeah.
Just a difference in opinions. That's all.
I'm only joking. Don't bite me, or it's fine.
Don't bite, Mia. Don't bite.
If I bite, you know about it. Trust me, it'll hurt you.
Wow, this has turned into some weird stream now.
You said it.
So what is the let's get this going. Joe, let's get up. I want to say hello to some people in the chat because I didn't get a chance to say hello earlier on. Darius Vasilium Kaitos is big. He's begging for a 12-2 win. What's happening, Darius? Good to see you, my man. Nick Brown is in the house. And Amazon Prime are soon to release The Godfather and The Don. Honestly, it does look like more and more like a mafia situation. Teams coming out to dirty deeds done dirty cheap. I like that. Good morning, says Mio. Good morning, my man. Sweet Spur lineups are out. Yeah, let's get them up. Let's show it again. Share screen, and then where do I have to go? Here we go. Is it showing? No, it's not showing yet. Let's start with you, Rand. I've got to go and take care of blowing my nose for a second. Can I just ask you for your thoughts and then Mia jump in on your thoughts on the team as well? Cheers.
So we have starting in goal, Vicario, Pedro Porro at right back, Romero and Davis as the centre backs. The Doji starts as the left back. You have Sarr, Bissouma and Maddison. I wonder who's going to start in the sixth. Maybe a Sarr. Who knows? And then Kulu, Kane and Son. Kane as captain. Will this be the final game that he's captain? That's on everyone else's lips. Substitutes Austin, the GOAT, Reggie, Dyer, Tanganga, Skip, Lo Celso, Højbjerg, White, Perisic, Devine, Solomon and Richarlison, which we'll probably see all of them in the second half. Mia, what's your thoughts? Does it look like this is going to be as close to a starting 11, or we shouldn't read into it like Anne just said?
Yeah, he did say don't read into it, especially as we don't know who's staying and who's going. But I'd say with using Porro and Doji is attacking. That's not, do you know what I mean? That is quite a risk at the back, especially with Davies there. I'm a bit concerned about that one, not going to lie. But yeah, obviously we don't know who's going to be here. So I think he's just testing the waters to see who goes together because he won't know yet who's staying and who's going. But he did drop Højbjerg, which is interesting because he had Højbjerg on his last one when we got rained off.
Oh, that's a good point. What's the difference? It's Højbjerg for who? Sarr?
Sarr, yeah.
Yeah. I think Højbjerg's going to go. I think Højbjerg's off to Atletico Madrid. Do we read into that? Do we think that Atletico Madrid are going to be paying up for him? If that's the case?
They apparently have got to sell before they can buy him. So that's what I've seen.
Yeah, I saw that as well. Yeah. But they might end up selling João Felix, right?
Yeah.
So, and if they sell him for 80 million, then I think that they'll be back on the right track. Let me get up a super chat from Phil P, who's been begging me to become a purple and gold for about, I don't know, how long have I known you, Phil? I've probably known you, getting to know you better, but probably known you for like 6 months properly from via Saba. And the whole time you've been very respectful of my take, but still asking me to join you. And like I say, at the moment, I think you're right, bro. My timing is impeccable because I was getting there anyway. Look, on this particular one, we're not going to go into it in more detail, but Joe Lewis is, I think he just, more than anything else, I think, because listen, I'm not like shocked when I hear about insider trading. I'm like, oh, okay, to me, it's like in the financial game, it's as rife as a 14-year-old stealing sweets from a shop. It happens all the time. So it's not, like, to me, it's just not that shocking. However, I think he comes across like an absolute Burke. I think the fact that he doesn't want to pay people their salary and would rather give them tips, I think looks really awful on his just general character. And the fact that he would trust people with that information and then not vet them and those people have let it slip or whatever in the way that they have, it looks so amateur hour. You know, I guess maybe when you're 86 years old, you either stop caring or stop paying attention. I'm not sure.
Or Joe, what else it could be? It could be that he's so arrogant that he thinks he can get away with it, that he just feels like I can get away with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, he probably won't, you know, or I don't know. Like, I'd be surprised if they sent an 86-year-old to prison, to be honest. 100%. We've got a new man coming in to say hello for the first time. Welcome, my man. I'll ask you, please don't swear. I'm on a path to not get demonetized at the moment, so please don't swear. How are you, Froggett? Good to see you. Hello. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm in Perth, Western Australia.
Oh, nice, mate. What time is it over there?
Time now is quarter to 7.
Superb, mate. Did you get to go and see the West Ham game?
I did, and I went to the practice as well.
Oh, mate, that's nice, buddy. Nice. So you sound like you're English though, with a little bit of an Australian twang from maybe living over there for some time. Is that fair?
I was born in Herefordshire.
There you go. Yeah.
But I've been here 35 years.
Yeah. See, I lived in Melbourne for 2 years, and by the time I left, I went up at the end of every sentence. I did that whole inflection in my voice thing. I think when British people go to Australia, like the accent, it starts to catch in a little bit. You know, you can't help but have a slight impact. But mate, it's good to see you, mate. Thanks for coming on. Let me know what's your thoughts on the team. Have I lost you? I don't know if I've lost you all.
Well, no, I'm still here.
What's your thoughts on the team there, Froggett?
I think that's good. I would have liked to have seen Solomon on the left again.
Yeah. I like to see Solomon again, but it's good to see Sonny as well. You've got to give Sonny a chance, I think, for the start of the season, right? I think we might be on a bit.
True. I seem to have a double echo on. I don't know how to get rid of it. When I say something to you, it seems there's like a 10-second delay.
You might want to come in, go out and come in again. And I think we've lost Sean as well.
All right. Okay.
That means we're in charge, Nick.
Oh no, we're in charge. Yeah, Sean's gone. Oh, Froggett's gone.
Yeah, I think he's got an echo and he's a bit delayed as well. So yeah. So what do you think about the team? What's your thoughts?
Well, I'm upset. There's no Emerson, so what can I say? Angie's doing me dirty. I'm still waiting, still waiting to see Emerson start, but I don't know. I'm not convinced. I'm still not convinced with Pyro at right back. I think he's far more effective in that right wing. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I just. Well, look, we're gonna see two teams for two halves. I think the important thing then is just get everyone home, and then Ange has a week before the Shakhtar game or whatever it's going to work out. It's just over a week by the time they get back, and they've had a couple of days off. So yeah, I'm guessing they're going to fly back tomorrow maybe, and then have Friday off, Saturday off, and then maybe even have Saturday, Sunday off, and then they'll start again Monday, and we'll have 5 days before the Shakhtar game.
Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
no,
Got kicked out then for a second.
Have you still got the echo, Frogger?
I don't know yet.
Make sure you've closed all your other windows, because you might have the YouTube stream going as well as this stream. That's why you might be getting the echo.
Oh yeah, so you need to be in StreamYard, not in YouTube anymore. Yeah.
Okay.
While you're fixing that, we got a new member to the show, Tigaro SPT. Welcome to the channel, my man. Really appreciate your support. I am starting to do the member phone-in shows. I think the first day is going to be Saturday, I think. Really appreciate the support, Tigaro, mate. Thank you very much. Welcome to the team. Not sure if you are a puppy or a pony, but in any event, really appreciate it. Froggit, how we doing, mate? We good now?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Ah, there we go. Perfect, mate.
Yep.
We caught up. We caught up nicely. All right, so guys, let's talk about the obviously we've seen the team, we've seen the lineup. What we are not seeing in there is obviously the desperate need for centre backs. Ranj, I'll start with you, mate. Postecoglou did say on the press conference yesterday that he spoke very well of Ben Davies, and he spoke about the need to get at least one centre back in. Obviously, we've got the situation with Davinson Sanchez, who apparently now the Premier League are trying to dissuade Premier League clubs from selling to Russia. I mean, let's start with that part of the conversation. You know what? There's a bit going through. Let's start with the Sanchez situation. Ranj, would you like resent Sanchez for turning down Russia? And again, not to get too politically, I don't want to get too into the politics, but yeah.
If I had a choice of going on holiday, it certainly wouldn't be up there on the list of where I'd like to go on holiday. So I don't think anyone can blame Davinson Sanchez for having any reservations about going to be out there working, living, doing all the things that he would be doing, right? So not only from a political side, but from a, I don't want to get into that, but, from a racist point of view and everything else, right? I don't think it's not the place that we can sit there and go, oh, I can't believe he hasn't gone to Russia. We accepted a bid, get out of our club. Do you know what I mean? So I think from that point of view, look, I would fully expect regardless of what the Premier League is saying and what have you, I wouldn't necessarily I'm not going to lambast him with nonsense just because he says, look, guys, I don't feel it's right for me or my family or anything else, right? So and we should respect that. It just goes to show that it's not really we've got players that we need to get out, and there's not a plethora of clubs that are coming forward to sign them, which shows how wonderful they are on the football pitch. Do you think that Sanchez's departure or otherwise is going to be a stumbling block on bringing in two centre backs, or do you think that Daniel Levy should? I'm not saying like from a fan perspective, but like from a reality perspective, should Daniel Levy be biting the bullet, bringing two centre backs in, and then having to deal with the consequences of having terrible centre backs that you can't sell into an inflated market anyway? Yeah, I mean, I think it's a risk because you've then got two options. Either someone doesn't come in for them and you then have to you're then looking, the only other option to get them off the books is to tear up their contracts. So I don't. Yeah, I think that obviously in the past it's always been we have to sell before we can buy. I don't think it's going to be any different in this instance. If we're definitely going to, at least Andy's comments, at least one, tells me that he wants more than one, but he's going to get at least one. And by the end of it, if he does by some miracle get two, it's probably going to be Clement Longley and Harry Maguire. It's not going to be a Van de Ven and a Tapsoba.
Do you think we're not going to get either of those two?
I don't know. I think Tapsoba, obviously Leverkusen came out, was it yesterday or the day before, saying that he's not for sale. So that looks like that's done. Van de Ven, I don't understand what's holding it up, because obviously, it was the cheaper option. Apparently everything's been done. He was here a couple of weeks ago to do medicals and discuss terms. So yeah, I think if I think crying out for it is that left-sided centre back and some height, and Van de Ven fits perfectly. So
yeah,
I think now, I think if it's going to be done, it's got to be done the early part of next week to get them ready and get him in. I can't see it dragging out. Well, I can see it dragging out, but from a get him in, and we're only what are we, 3 weeks come this weekend to the start of the Premier League season. We need to get him in. We need to get him in. So look, I just don't want to be in the situation where we do what we've always done and go cheap and we get a long lay, and then all of a sudden Harry Maguire deadline.
It's not going to be Harry Maguire, mate. If it's Harry Maguire, I'll go absolutely apoplectic. Mia, I'll come to you, mate. Same question. Davinson Sanchez, do you want it? I mean, obviously we all want him out of the club, I'd imagine, unless you've got a different take on it. But are you happy for him to not go to Russia if it means it slows down our own business?
Do you know what? Obviously, from a fan's perspective, I want him to go. But obviously, from a human level, I would not blame him at all for not wanting to go over there, because there's loads of different factors, let's be honest, to why you wouldn't want to go over there. And it's completely understandable. And yeah, it could delay stuff, but you can't really blame him. You can't really say, oh my God, he's well out of order. Like, we accepted an offer, when it's somewhere that it could be somewhere that's not very desirable for him because of the situation currently in Russia, and what goes on there. So yeah, I wouldn't really blame him. And it could be that we need to sell him, because also don't forget the wages on bills, like the wage bill as well, comes to factor into it, I suppose, when you're buying, selling. But the only thing I would say is, if Tapsoba wasn't for sale, why have we been having talks with him?
No, I don't think he's not for sale. I think the comments were he's a very important. I'm paraphrasing slightly, but I think they said he's a very important player for us. The intention is not to sell, but we have our limits. And I think what they're saying is,
pay up.
If you want him, pay up, basically.
Yeah. Which I don't think we're gonna. I think we need to move on from it now. Though I really want Tapsoba, and I feel he will be the best option because of his experience. I feel like we need to make a decision, because this is dragging on, and it could be delaying us getting other centre backs as well. And we look like we might get Tosin in. That's another one that seems to be come out that we will get. I don't know if we get a Tosin. I'm not so
sure about that one, mate. I don't know. I feel like if Fulham. If they've lost Polinia for 3 months to a shoulder surgery, they were going to sell him for 80 million. They would have the money then to be able to replace. But I don't know if they want to decimate their squad. I feel like that Polinia injury might have more consequences than we imagine. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure. I don't hate Tosin. I think Tosin's a really good player. I'd be happy for him to come in if he was like the weaker of the two signings, not the primary one,
Yeah, the thing is, we could get, I suppose, Van de Ven and a Nelson, because it could be that because there was interest from Galatasaray for Sanchez as well. So again, that's the reason I think we could I think more movement's going to happen once we're home. I've got a feeling that's when more movement will happen in the market with us, because a lot of teams are abroad. They are doing their pre-season tours and stuff. So I wonder if once we get back, there will be some movement, hopefully, because like what Nick said, I'd rather get it done sooner. It needs to be done sooner. Like, people get it wrong with me and they think I'm not annoyed about it. I am. I'm just like I'm not going to stress myself out about something that I can't control, but I am annoyed about it, don't get me wrong. Like, I want to get it done because I feel like it's best for Ange to get those centre backs in, to integrate them in, you know, to the team. So I'm hoping that we do get it.
Never let people bully you into sharing the same opinion as them, mate. Like, if they want to get
Oh
annoyed,
yeah, no, I know.
You know that, right? Frogget, mate, listen, I actually want you to answer on Davinson Sanchez. I'm going to bring in Frank as well in a second. Frank, stay there for 1 second, mate. Before I bring you back in, Frogget, let's go quickly acknowledge another member of the channel that's joined us, Chris Hamon. I think that's how you say your last name, or Heyman. I'm not sure. Welcome to the show, my man. Really appreciate you. Can't wait to meet you on the fan phoning shows that are going to be starting in a couple of days. Really, I'm not sure if you're a pony or a puppy, mate, but thank you for the support. Really appreciate it. Frogget, I want to ask you two things. Something that Mia touched on then about the tour being a bit of a distraction, right? As someone you're in Perth, right? Yep. You're a Tottenham fan. You grew up in Herefordshire.
Yep.
Can you sympathize with people that are from London or from, stay in the UK, who are frustrated by the tour being a little bit shambolic, in as much as the Roma game was cancelled because Roma didn't want to play? We replaced them with a pub team that we're playing today. So how much are we going to learn from that? Then you go and get the other game in Thailand that was washed out, monsoon season. Like, a lot of Tottenham fans are a little bit frustrated by the tour in and of itself. But as someone who was a beneficiary of it, how important was it for you to be able to see your team play for the first time in 35 years?
Well, not quite 35 years, but the last time I saw Tottenham play was when David Beckham was first going with Spice Girls, and I took my
95, 96, something like that, was it?
Yeah, so to see against Manchester United, of course. But I don't very often get the chance to see them. I watch them all the time on the TV, of course.
Sure.
Getting up at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning to watch them, sort of thing, But yeah. So, but I can understand the frustration of the supporters, because nothing ever seems to get done in time. You see the other teams that'll go in for someone, and the business seems to be done within days. And how long have Tottenham been talking about getting centre backs now? It's been going on a long time. What about
45 days since the first tap sober link, Frogget?
Yeah, and what about the rumour with the one from Man City?
Oh yeah, Aymeric Laporte. That was at the start of that was almost late April, early May.
Yeah. So what happened there?
I think he turned us down. I think he said he doesn't want to play for Tottenham.
Miserable sod.
Yeah. Yeah, it's understandable. Look, when you punch above your weight, we're not saying he's punched above his weight, he's punched at his weight. But I don't know. Tottenham, I think, have to recognise sometimes there's going to be players that aren't going to want to drop down to us. Especially when we're moving in the wrong direction. We're a team that was going like this for so long, and then since the Champions League final, we've probably done this, or at best we've plateaued, but at worst we've definitely regressed. And if I'm Laporte, I haven't got a connection to Tottenham. Do I want to join them? Probably not, right?
Yeah. And with going back to the Sanchez thing, how come there hasn't been an offer, say maybe from Saudi for him, like all the others?
Well, I don't know. Is that a testament to how weak some of these players are, that even Saudi money isn't interested in our players? I think the only player that we've had that has had any sniff of interest is Heung-min Son, and he turned it down. Fair play to him. He said, "I'm not interested in the money. Money's irrelevant. Whatever."
Yeah.
But a lot of other players. I mean, Saudi Arabia don't seem to be going after B-Tech players. They seem to want very good players that are either at the end of their career or maybe players that are happy, that are still going up, like Ruben Neves going from Wolves to Saudi Arabia. Madness to me. One of the Barella from Inter Milan, I think it was, going to Saudi Arabia. These guys are at the top of their game. They could easily play for a top 4 club in any league in the world, and they went to Saudi Arabia. But the majority of the Saudi Arabian interest is in players that are top tier, and Tottenham don't have too many top tier players.
Yeah. Did you say Barella's gone there?
I think it's Barella. Is it Barella? I think it's Barella that went.
I thought Manchester United were interested in him.
Was it Barella that went to Saudi Arabia? Maybe it wasn't Barella. Who was it? Someone in the chat will let me know. A big player from one of the Inter team, or from one of the Milan teams went there. Okay. Maybe not Barella. To be honest, I'm full of flu, Frogget, so my mind isn't working on 100%.
I just wondered whether it was lemonade or vodka you were drinking.
No, it's lemonade right now. It'll be vodka in maybe once we get past. I'll be past 12 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah. But as they say, the sun's gone down over the yard arm somewhere in the world anyway. So
yeah, 100%. Oh, Brozovic, that's it. Sorry, Brozovic and Milenkovic-Savic.
Yeah.
Brozovic and Milenkovic. Appreciate that, guys. Well done, the chat. The chat's always locked in. Whenever I make a mistake, the chat's there to let me know. Good on you. Look, both of those players at the peak of their game. Frank, let me bring you in, my man. First of all, welcome to the show. Second of all, now I see you. I recognise you from the Irish Hotspur back in the day. You're over in New York or in America, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm living in Naples, Florida, but I'm from London originally.
In Florida, okay, yeah. So you're someone maybe that's also with similar to Frogget, right? Like, you're a Tottenham fan that's based overseas. Obviously, a lot of the bigger clubs in the UK are currently doing a mini series around the Philadelphia, New Jersey region. Chelsea are over there, Brighton, Newcastle, Villa, Arsenal, United.
Huge.
And it's gone down really well, right? It's really been very beneficial to all those teams. Been very beneficial to the local kind of support for the Premier League.
Every Saturday, Sunday, it's just gotten huge, the support. I'll never forget when we played Liverpool a couple of years back, and they had Fenway Park opened up for fans to come in. And they filled up half of Fenway Park. Now, Fenway Park can take up to 35,000 people. And it was like, I just couldn't believe the amount of people. And half Liverpool fans, half Tottenham. We lost that day.
Where's Fenway Park?
Fenway Park is the home of Boston.
Boston, okay. Yeah, so that wasn't filled up for a game. That was filled up just for a meet and greet, was it?
Just it had the big TV screens up, and
oh wow,
and that's where they had their the NBC. It's not Peacock. It's the it used to be. It's moved to USA now. I forget the old TV station, but that's where they went around certain places to have their. They had a few English ex-players there, and doing commentary at halftime. That they set up in different places around, like the East Coast and things like that, and it's gotten huge. I'm telling you, I reckon probably in 10, 15 years you're going to have the same amount of support as you would like in London. For teams like Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea. Things like that. Hey, if Crystal Palace can get the port, Crystal Palace could be pretty big, huh? They'll be getting big support.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's I don't hate the club. I have any what's the word? Resentment or regret for the club doing this tour that side of the world. I think that Tottenham need to go and do these things. I just think the timing was unfortunate, and I feel like when we travelled all the way to Perth for one game, I would have rather seen Tottenham maybe do the entire tour around Australia, do Perth and then Melbourne and then maybe Sydney, something like that, because Perth is 6 hours flight away from the East Coast, right, Frogget? So, it's difficult for people from Melbourne or from Sydney or from Brisbane or whatever to get across to Perth just to see Tottenham. So if you're going to go that far, spend more than a couple of days there. You know, there's consequences on the jet lag, the travel, then to fly to Thailand for a washout, then to fly to Singapore. I know that leap is not very far, but then, you know, I think that basically Tottenham are walking into this season with so much change happening, so much to do, so many questions around the shift in formation, and so few minutes available for Ange to be able to see what team can work. Putting aside the lackluster transfer activity, only squeezing in 3 games, but being away for 2 games it's going to be, but being away for 2.5 weeks. Look, I understand the commercial side of it, and I understand the need for guys like Froggatt to be able to get to see his team once in the flesh when he's over that far. But I think that there are better times to have done it. I feel like this particular season, this particular summer, with so many other things needing to be prioritized, just once I'd like Tottenham's board to see the wood for the trees. This tour could have been done next year, and this summer they could have stayed at home and played 8 or 9 games against the likes of Leyton Orient and Charlton Athletic, Queen's Park Rangers. You know, just get as many games as you can in the pitch so that you can give Ange the best chance to hit the ground running. I don't know, Range, what's your thoughts on that, mate?
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Okay. Mia, were you listening?
I agree with you, Sean.
I was.
Sorry, Sean.
At least some of us listen, eh? Kick him out, mate. Don't even listen.
I had to do a bit of work while I can't multitask. I'm not a woman here. So.
That's all right.
Sean, one quick thing. Did you know the amount of supporters that were there at Perth?
I heard it was insane. It was really impressive, right?
Nearly 47,000.
Wow. Yeah. In the WAC, is it the WACA?
No, that was where they did the training, Opta Stadium.
Oh, the Opta Stadium. Okay.
Yeah.
No, listen, I'm certainly not suggesting, mate, and please don't think I am, because that's why I asked you specifically. You are a Tottenham fan from that part of the world. How important was it to you? And to you, it clearly was. And to those 47,000, it 100% is. Just my only contention. It's not even a contention. It's my only, I guess my argument is that Tottenham always seem to miss the wood for the trees a little bit. And I think that this particular summer, with how much time was needed on the pitch to be able to figure things out, I think that tour is necessary, 100%. But we're probably not going to go back there for 5-10 years. So if you're going to do it, like, it doesn't matter whether you do it this year or next year or whatever else. But for me, it should have been this summer. I'm not saying I'm not anti the tour. I'm anti any tour. Like, I wouldn't have been happy going to the US either, or to Iceland or to Germany. I'd rather Tottenham have stayed home this particular summer and focused on the pitch, because I think that there's so much that needs to be figured out on the pitch that this is a bit of a distraction. That's the only argument I'm making for it.
You know what? The only argument I would make, though, Sean, is that probably they're planned in advance. So if they're planned in advance, would we have predicted the situation that we was in?
Well, I mean, it's a little bit coincidental that we've got Scott Munn in and Ange Postecoglou in, and then suddenly we're in Australia. I don't know how. Yeah, it's a good point you make here. It's a good point you make, but I don't know how far in advance it would have been. It probably was booked in. It's a good point. Sorry, Froggatt, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, no, I was going to say, I mean, these tours have to be sort of done well in advance anyway, sort of thing. So, you know, they're organised even before, as you say, even before Ange was even mentioned. It would have been organised. So, yeah. It's
a good point. Actually, I overlooked it. It's not something it's not like my holidays that are booked 5 seconds in advance on lastminute.com. See if I can catch a cheeky like premium economy flight out to Australia. Justin, is it Justin? Welcome to the show, my man. How are you?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, hang on.
There I am.
Slippy internet. Is it me?
Yeah.
No, you're there. Where are you from, my man?
California.
Oh, wow.
It is 4:10 right now, so it's early.
Brave man. You're getting up to watch Tottenham play a pub team.
I was starved of our last game, so might as well.
Fair enough, my man. Well, let me ask you. I mean, we'll stick to the same topic. How important are tours for fans like you guys? I mean, I don't think Tottenham have made it out to California in ever. So, I mean, I don't know if they have. Correct me if I'm wrong. But how important is it for fans like you to want to see your club making it to where you guys are, to expand the brand and to give you guys a glimpse of the club that you love in real time, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, I think me personally, I would love it. You know, it's not very easy, obviously, getting tickets, you know, flights all the way to England as well as getting match day tickets. So any opportunity that I could see them in person, that would be great. I'm not holding hope for anything, but I think it'd be nice for sure.
Have you got over to England to watch any of the games ever?
No, I would love to next year. I think my family and I are going to try and plan a trip, but you know, those things go. Life seems to always get in the way. So,
well, listen, if you do need help securing tickets, and this goes for you, Frank and Froggett, there's a guy who's sitting right here. Who is the man who knows a man on how to get
the real Mr. Box Office.
The real Mr. Box Office, Range Postecoglou.
I got my own man. So
he's got his own man. Frank has got his own man.
I got my own man.
Hey, Sean, I don't want to like all of a sudden the taps are going to run dry and be like, oh yeah, can you get 400 tickets for the next game?
No, you are the guy to know, though. You're the guy to know. Guys, we've got 15 minutes. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, Justin, you see it getting bigger and bigger, right?
You're talking about the
Premier League in the United States. It's just getting so big.
Yeah, they have that yearly kind of I think you were talking about it early, like the fan get together where they get all the different supporting members in the area. For, you said Boston, I think they had one in LA a couple, maybe two or 3 years ago. And that's getting bigger and bigger every year. So the game is definitely growing this side of the pond. So hopefully it continues that way.
Yeah. Well, guys, we got 15 minutes until kickoff. So we've got 10 or 12 more minutes before I'll have to respectfully ask you to all depart. But I do want to get all of your takes on what you want to see today. Any particular combinations you're looking to? I'll bring up the squad, the starting 11 again. I'll start with you on this one. Let's stay with you, Justin, for this one, mate. Who are you looking forward to seeing some minutes from, and any particular combinations you're looking forward to getting some insights over?
Well, I'm looking to see Madison improve on his first performance. I think I don't have much worry about him at all in the system, but I still want to see more from him. I'm interested in seeing how Udogie does with the first team, or what seems to be the first team right now. Sarr obviously breaking in is really exciting. I'm not completely sold on if he's polished enough to really play in a team that's gonna, for all our hopes, push for a top five spot this year. And then I'm interested to see how Son does, posted up high and wide on the left wing, which I expect he's going to be. And I'm disappointed in Ndombele is hurt, because I still have faith in that guy.
Oh, you do. You're an Ndombele stan, are you? Everyone there's a lot that the fan base is incredibly split on this one. I
think there are some players that just have immense talent that is you don't coach, and I don't think those guys come along every day. So
yeah,
if there's any chance that he could turn it around, I think it's worth it. I think he's that good.
Yeah. All right. Appreciate that, mate. Listen, Richie, welcome to the show. We're talking about Richarlison. I'll come to you, mate. Nice to have you on. We've literally only got 10 minutes, guys, so you're gonna have to try and get around everyone as quickly as possible. Come back on again, though, Richie. But for the time being, mate, what are you looking forward to seeing? Where are you, by the way, in the world? You're looking like you're driving on the left-hand side, so that must mean you're not in the UK. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct, man. I'm in Boston.
Nice.
Yeah,
how's your feeling for today's game?
Yeah, I wanted like a tougher opposition to play, man, but I'm so starved of football right now, so I'm just gonna have to watch this, I guess. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm hoping we dominate the game. I'm hoping that we get to see a little bit more of what Ange ball actually is all about, and hopefully the team would have improved from the last performance. So hopefully we see a lot of things today.
Any particular player you're excited to see?
Man, I'm a big Ndombele fan, man. I really wished Ndombele was playing today, man. That guy, I'm telling you, he's gonna have a massive season this season with us. Mark my words.
There's
I
a
can't
lot
see
of
that.
Ndombele fans, and there's some, it's like Marmite. You either love him or you hate him.
Same with Emerson.
Well, I hated Marmite.
Okay, you hate Marmite and you hate Ndombele. Is that right?
I actually think Ange might keep both Ndombele and Lo Celso. I think he actually likes Lo Celso a lot, actually.
Yeah, you could be right. I mean, look, I think we're all. Look, I love Emerson Royale, right? So I'll always back the underdog. So I'm backing the underdog with Ndombele as well. It'd be massive to see him if we can get that player out. If Ange can get that player out of him, I think that would just be incredible, right? It'll just be incredible.
Yeah. You like Emerson, Nick? I never knew that, man. God, that's a surprise. I'm shocked. Shocker.
Well, I'm going today, Mia, to speak because the barber that we were going to do the haircut with, obviously last year I said if we finished top 4, I'd get the Emerson Royale haircut, but I thought, sod it, we'll do it anyway. So I'm going to see my barber later on to see if he can do the 12s, the 12 in the side of my head. I haven't really got the hair for it, but we're going to try and go for the 12 in either side of my hair, and that'll be filmed on We Are Tottenham TV. So I'm hoping to get confirmation that that's going to happen, because then the following week, because it's next week, I'm going to the Shakhtar game. I'm literally sat about 6 rows behind the dugout. I'm hoping that there can be a bit of love.
Are you going to wear his shirt? Are you going to wear the shirt?
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna have it. We're gonna have it full on. So yeah, hopefully we can get the Emerson haircut. Me and Emerson at the stadium. It's gonna be scenes. So Sean,
it's not looking good for the Emerson right now, though. It looks like Ange prefers Poro right now. That's what it's looking like. Well, who knows?
Or maybe he's just playing with us. Maybe he's toying with us. I mean, look, I think, like I said, I don't know whether you heard, Richie. I think for me, Poro would be much better on that right wing, and Emerson at right back. So,
Joe, do you know what I've said all along? I'd love to see a Poro and Solomon together. I think Poro Solomon, that would be a great combination on either wing.
Yeah.
What, on the same wing?
No, obviously not.
Obviously
either
not
side, donut.
Do you want to play it? You're donutting me off. Unbelievable. Listen, Mia, when I talk about age, like, there's a problem when Tottenham have players like Pedro Porro and Solomon and Skippy on the same pitch. Like, these people cannot feel confident as they're approaching the start or the end of the line for the roller coasters. Like, we've got a problem. You can't have people that can't get on roller coasters, too many of them in the same team. Like, they are 14-year-old height specialists, and it's a problem. I like them, but for me, I'm with Range. I don't want to see Porro at right back. I want to see Emerson Royale.
I just said as a winger, you donut. That's what I said as the wingers.
Yeah, you donut, Sean.
Donutting me off twice. Oh, you're pushing your luck. Just because you're a supporter of 4-foot people, just because I know I know you're working with these guys all the time. Like, it's ridiculous. Don't donut me off.
That's pietist, man. Honestly.
Listen, Sean, I'll make it quick for you. All I want to see today is Angie ball. I just want to see the system. More of the games we see, the more, I just want to see that. I don't care who's playing, really. Come the season, Angie's going to figure it out. But right now, we've only seen one game. So when we get to Barcelona, that's the game I'm looking forward to.
That is the game.
So
anyway, today we could win 12-0 and we won't learn a thing. You know, do you want to see? I'll get it up. I'll get it up. I'll show you the transfer market. What's it called? Lion City Sailors. Transfer market. Where are they? They have. You know what? It's going to take too long to do it. No, it's not. Actually, I'm going to do it anyway. There is literally market valuation. Let me show you guys this. How are we ever supposed to learn anything by playing against a team who have two players?
And then you got injuries too. You got to think about it. You could catch a bad injury from.
Do you know what would be funny? Someone said in the chat, Aaron said in the chat, wouldn't it be funny that we win 12-0 or something and Richarlison still doesn't score?
He won't.
They got three players with valuations over €1 million. One of them's out injured anyway. Diego Lopez, he actually was a decent player back in his day. He was highly sought after at one point. He was like a €5 million kid. When he was like 20 years old, people were talking about him, but obviously it didn't work out. But look at this. As you scroll down, we're playing against team. If I was to get up Leyton Orient squad, they would be a higher valuation squad than this. So I don't see what we're ever going to be able to learn from today. So I didn't even show it what I was looking at. I don't see what we're going to learn.
Beat us now.
Yeah, God, imagine Justin, the meltdown that's going to arrive.
Anyway, I'm out of here. Thanks for bringing me on, Sean. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Spurs.
Cheers, mate. See you soon on the fan phoning shows. Appreciate you.
Just one quick thing, Sean. I still reckon Tottenham are missing their best player. Is Bentancur.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You think he's our best player, do you?
That guy has got such an engine on him, you know. Yeah. He seems to run forever.
But you never know what sort of version of him you're going to get back, mate. I dislocated my knees playing rugby, and I never trusted my knees after that. You know, when you do your cruciates, it has its impact. So I hope he's going to come back a really strong player, but just not entirely sure about that. That's why I think we need another midfielder. I really do. Especially if we sell Højbjerg.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it looks as though he'll go anyway. So yeah.
Yeah. Froggy, listen, mate. I'll let you go. I'm going to give these guys, Justin and Richie the last few minutes, mate, because obviously the way it's worked out with coming on early and stuff. But Froggy, mate, come on again, buddy. Really appreciate you coming on. And I'll speak to you soon. Enjoy Perth, my man. Enjoy the game today.
Will do. Cheers.
Thanks, buddy.
See ya.
See you, mate. Mia, let me ask you, any particular player that you want to see, and don't call me a donut?
I'd like to see Solomon.
Yeah, I bet you would. Yeah.
No, I think he's a really exciting player, and I'd love to see a bit more of him. And seeing Sarr is exactly what I wanted anyway. So, yeah, and I'd like to see a formation without a Kane in to see how he would do against an opponent. Obviously, it should be no problem for Richie to score, but to see if he does actually score.
Is there an opportunity cost here? Like, are we playing Harry Kane because we think he's going to stay, Justin, or are we playing him because he's the biggest name in the squad and he needs to be shown to get minutes? Like, do we think that Harry Kane's going to be here at the start of the season?
Are you talking to me personally, or are we talking?
Yeah, no, you're going. Yeah, let you answer. Yeah,
I do not think he's going to be here at the start of the season, unfortunately. But I think they are playing him because he is the biggest name at the club. He is still the captain, or according to Ange, he's the captain. And Ange has also said that nothing's come across. There's my alarm to get up. Across his desk. If I wasn't on this, I'd be sleeping. But across his desk that says Kane is leaving. So he's better than Richarlison. We all know that. If Richarlison gets 45 minutes in this game today and does not score, honestly,
would you sell Richarlison? And if so, how much would you take for him right now?
I'd take 20 million, honestly.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about.
He is awful.
Why are you guys doing my brother like that, man? Come on.
The guy just runs on I watch
it's Brazil number 9, guys. That's Brazil's number 9.
The only good thing people say is that he can run and press. The more often than not, people say
but he actually suits the Ange system better than Harry Kane.
What was that?
He actually suits the Ange system better than Harry Kane. You know that.
I don't disagree with that, Richie. I don't disagree with that, to be honest. But I still, but Angie's system still requires the number 9
to shoot.
Whilst the number 9 is a sacrificial lamb, you still need someone who can get on the end and score the goals. Like Kyogo Furuhashi, he scored 36 goals, not being the main man. Is Richarlison really going to get on the end of these goals? I don't know, man. I think the guy is.
That's the question mark. I agree with you. I agree.
Well, we'll find out today, Justin. We'll find out 45 minutes if he doesn't score a goal. If he's offside 4 times out of 5, we got to put a lead on this man.
He's so much better than Richarlison.
Yeah,
he's so clear.
Do you know what, Sean? Do you know what's going to be really funny? Kane gets injured before he gets injured in today's game.
It might be a blessing, actually, to be honest.
Could you imagine? That's how, with everything that's happened this last week, or let alone last month, wouldn't that just be absolute?
Why are you putting that even out there, Nick? For goodness sake!
Then he won't go because he's injured. Then he'll come back, bang in January, and then I don't know. You know what this football club is like.
30 again.
You know what this football club is like. It could just, this one of the sailors come flying in, snap his ankle, and then we're like, oh my God, what is going on?
Yeah, 100%. Listen, just quickly, guys, we're going to round it off. Minerals, mate, I can see you in the background, buddy, but literally we're about to start the game, so I'm not going to bring... I'm going to ask everyone to drop out rather than bring anyone else on, mate. But come on next time, my man. Appreciate you trying to come on, but we're running out of time. Justin, mate, I want to say thank you very much for popping on, buddy. Wish you a good rest of your day in California. Come on again, my man, and I'll see you. I appreciate you coming on. Richie, I want to also say thank you very much to you, my buddy. Enjoy the game, and listen. I don't know how much time I'm going to have, but if the game finishes, I'll open up the afterwards for everyone to come back in and talk about it. But Richie, thanks for popping on, my man. Lot of love out of overseas today.
Yeah, Sean, I just want to say, man, that your morning walk show, man, is my favorite Tottenham show, man. Keep up that show, man. It's great.
I appreciate that, buddy. It's very nice of you to say, my man. Yeah, Bugsy's the star. We all know that.
Yeah, they come for Bugsy. They don't come for you, Sean.
Yeah, what? I wasn't talking about you, bro. You just holding the camera. Bugsy's the star.
Appreciate you, Richie. Appreciate you, Justin. Thanks, guys. See you guys soon. Yeah. Ranj, Mia, I don't know. Have you guys got access to Spurs Play? You can stay on and watch if you want with me, but I'm going to get the Spurs Play thing going now.
I've got access. I haven't got a Spurs Play access, but I've got access.
How are you going to get access? Well, if it's not going to be at the same sync though, then it's going to be super weird. Mia, are you on Spurs Play or are you doing something separate?
Yeah, I don't have Spurs Play, so
right, come on afterwards if you fancy it. You're more than welcome, as long as you don't anymore.
I don't know because I'm going to get my tattoo done, so I might not be around.
All right,
I'm going to get a tattoo done.
Yeah, another one. I've got 9 or 10.
We're not going to ask where they are. So it's fine.
How many of them are visible?
Well, it depends what I'm wearing.
Oh my God, Sean, you went there, man.
You asked.
Mia, if you're going to have 9, that must be your whole body because you're 4 foot nothing, aren't you? So
yeah.
Yeah, I'm running out of space, to be fair.
All right, Mia, listen, I'll let you go. Thanks for coming on, and I will speak to you after your tattoo, maybe.
Yeah, okie doke. All right, chat to you guys later. All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys, it looks like the... let me get the team up.
You know what you can do, Sean?
Yeah?
You can, so that we're all together at the same time, you can do another StreamYard and play it in there. I don't know if your internet's going to actually hold up, though, to be fair, if you do that.
You want me to do that?
Yeah. You want us to be on the same time, no?
I do. Can I not just give you my logins for Spurs Play and you get
you can, because then we'll be at the same, because you can share it with two people watching at the same time.
All right, let me get my let me find out how to do that. How do I get that?
Here we go.
Hotspur.com.
What am I doing? Why does work have to keep messaging me? Go away.
We are about to, let me log out. We're about to kick in, though. About to kick off, guys. Can't wait for this. This game against the pub team. How do I log in? Let's log in. What's my actual password? All right, I'm going to send you... Let's go. Tottenham Hotspur.
How's it not available in my territory? I'm not in.
Okay, Nick, where are you?
Hang on.
It starts to kick me out, though. I'm pissed off. That's my password. I've just texted you. And then my... I think my username is this one.
It's the same one for your ticketing account, no?
Yeah, I think that's it. For some reason, I've got 2 Tottenham Hotspur accounts. I don't know why.
Yeah, I have as well. Yeah, because I'm logged in and it said it's not available in this tier, and I was like, what?
Okay, let me see if we're getting loaded up. By the way, I see now the impact of like having a live stream and then going straight into a second live stream. It absolutely devastates. Oh, we're underway, by the way. Hold up a second.
We've
We're
started.
33 seconds in.
We are 33. I've got 41.
Oh, no, we are 42, 43. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a couple of seconds. We got a corner.
All right. Let me.
I'm going to move this.
I need to get my. Oh shit! I'm so far behind. I'm gonna get a timer up for us, guys. Let me create one of these bad boys.
I've got 1 minute and 6 seconds. 7, 8, 9.
New layout.
Corner comes in.
Do the talking for a minute for me.
Oh, and it's just blasted over from Sarr from the edge of the box. So chance already for Spurs. From that corner was headed out to the edge of the box. Sarr was there, and that was it. That was over. Blazed high and wide. Goal kick now. I'm not even going to attempt to find out who these players are from Singapore Lions, Sailors, or whatever they're called. Stadium's pretty empty, to be fair.
Yeah, well, no one cares about this game. Not even the locals.
Ben Davis. Ben Davis there. Oh, Ben Davis just loses the ball trying to do... Oh, no. Oh, well in there from Bissouma. Kulu brings it on the halfway line, turns inside, back to Bissouma. Going to play it on the left. Oh, he's got the ball. No, ref's giving a free kick. Bissouma looking like he's everywhere. He's going to be the... Oh, no, it was a free kick, yeah.
What is that camera thing I need to do? Here we go.
Cole Kane. Sean conveniently ignores my comment. Where is Sean now with his axiom, the better the devil you know than the devil you don't, with Mr. Lewis up Shizer Creek with fraud?
Who's saying that?
Cole Kane in the chat.
Saying what? About where's my bet the devil you know?
Yeah. It was 12:30. He put the comment in.
Oh.
Ben Davis now. Maddison now turns, gets it across to Sonny. Doji on the overlap. Back to Maddison. Maddison. Oh, it's a Kane. Oh!
Die! Hurricane! Oh, no!
Penalty ref. Handball. What a chance there. Great there. Adoji cuts it back for Maddison. He drives into the edge of the box, crosses it in. It hits the player's hand, who's on the floor, in an unnatural position. And then Kane, it bounces to Kane. And it bounces to Kane, and he volleys it from the penalty spot just wide. Oh! Chance.
Right, I'm almost ready with this scoreboard, people. I'm almost ready. Lion, City,
Sonny now.
Sailors.
Oh my God, this is going to be how many chances are we going to get? Sonny driving forward now. This is Ben Davis across to Romero. Romero flies it across to Kulu. Poro's gone inside.
What time are we on? 3 minutes 57. So I'm going to go 4 minutes and change that.
Porro's in that kind of position Emerson was taken up in that inside right role in the midfield. So he's pushing deep. Ben Davis now. This is how it's going to be, I think, most of the match. We're just going to be camped in their half and we're going to have chances. Romero now looking to unlock the defence. Kane just goes to their keeper.
All right, guys, we've got the stuff going on here. It's all figured itself out. We should be now up to speed. 4:31. Okay, that'll do. Give or take, we're about right there. Can everyone see that? Can you see that? Welcome back to the stream. Sorry, I've been distracted. Good job from Ranj. Who's been winding me up in the Cole Kane? Someone's been winding me up, Cole Kane.
Go to this comment at 12:30. You can answer it.
Where is Sean now with his axiom, the better the devil you know than the devil you don't, with Mr. Lewis up Shizer Creek with fraud? Isn't that what? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. That's absolutely nothing. It's irrelevant. It's absolutely irrelevant. Absolutely irrelevant. It's nothing in any way the same. Insider trading, giving a couple of pilots 80 grand versus other potential situations. I'm not picking whichever devil. Better the devil you do or don't want. I've already said 1,000 times the best case scenario for Tottenham is to have a sovereign wealth fund buyout.
Funny now.
Here we go. His son. I think you're ahead of me, mate. I think you're ahead of me. So
Oh,
I think you're ahead of me, mate.
am I? I'm 3 seconds ahead. Can you pause Spurs play?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
All right, hang on. I'll pause it. We've had 3 shots so far, and if we don't have about 50 shots this game, I'll be surprised. Right, I've stopped it on 6 minutes.
Okay, we'll go again. Go.
Okay.
Chance for Tottenham. Sonny shot from distance. It blocks. Block shot. And who's that? Madison. Madison.
I'm on 6:11, 12.
Okay. Yep. Sounds
We're
good.
pretty
to me.
much on the same. Yeah, about
Sounds
1
about
second out of the timer.
Ben Davies, look at him doing the leadership stuff, talking. He's got his hands out. He's taking over the Ben Davies mantra. Here we go.
It's going to be the captain.
Wowzers. We're at 6 minutes and 36 seconds, give or take, guys. If you want to join up, 40 seconds even. If you want to join up, the stadium is absolutely empty. What is the point? What is the point?
This is pointless.
It's a big stadium for Singapore, to be honest. Singapore's only a very small municipality, isn't it? Look, there's no one there, mate. We're playing against a pub team. Do you think there'd be more people there if there hadn't been?
I don't think so.
When you put a timer up, I think the timer's done. Sean, what do you get for your annual Spurs play for £45? Sell me it, Buster. You get access to 1 game less than you were promised. You get access to interviews that you can always find on Twitter. You get access to under 18, under 21 games if that's your thing.
Come on, Kulu.
Harry Kane, Kulu! Penalty! No! He's been absolutely taken out. Keeper's taken out. Kulu! What are you doing? Oh, no.
Kulu's hit his head.
He's got snot all over his face.
He's got snot all over him. It's not unattractive. That's a great ball from Madison. Kulu over the top.
Oh, he's put his leg in there as well.
Let's have a look. What's he done there? Yeah, I think he's caught him with his left foot as he's gone over the top, and then he's just kicked him in the head. And then he's hit the ground. I don't think Kulu hasn't really hit his head, so I don't know what he was saying.
It's like playing a youth team, says Tin Legs Tony. Yeah, not ideal, not irrelevant when you were backing Lewis and Levy whilst others were calling for Enoch out. Mate, hold up, Cole Kane. The reality is, mate, I've explained this a million times. I have never been a supporter of Daniel Levy. I've never been a supporter of Joe Lewis, ever. All I've ever done is call out people who have irrational arguments. I like to debate. All I've ever done is when I hear people saying picking up any stick that they can and calling Daniel Levy a parasite or a cancer in the football club. When people don't understand the mechanics of football finance, when people say that everything is Daniel Levy's fault, I will pull apart people's arguments because A, it's something I like to do, and B, it's very easy against some of the extreme Daniel Levy out narratives. All I've ever done is try to provide good balanced content. I've never been a Levy sympathizer. People think I am because if you're not as far over to this side as they are, then you're the enemy. You're part of the problem. I don't subscribe to all that nonsense. You clearly do. That's fine. But I've never been a supporter of Daniel Levy. I've always held him accountable for the things that I believe he is accountable for. And I've always challenged the narrative of people who think he's responsible for everything and he's some sort of devil incarnate. It's absolute nonsense. But listen, mate, if you're looking for echo chambers, there's lots of channels where you can go to find them. On this channel, we like to have reasoned debate, and we like to consider and include all parts of the conversation, rather than just assuming that everything is Daniel Levy's fault all the time. So, how about that? How about that? Yeah, back to the game. Romero there gets beaten on the challenge. Come on, Romero. No, he gives away a free kick. Sean, your position was stick with Lewis and Levy rather than see change of owners. No, it wasn't. You're talking absolute waffle, bro. I don't think you listen to me.
Uh-oh. Here they come. Here come the Sailors. Ball comes in. Oh, Porro's there. Kulu on the attack.
Let's go, Decky now. Oh, he splits the Sailors.
Oh.
Splits the Sailors in two. Pape Sarr looks left. He finds Udoji. Udoji with a marauding run forward. Looks outside. Here's Heung-min Son. Heung-min Son steps in like he always does. This time it's over towards... Is that Madison. Harry Kane wearing the 11? No, it's Madison wearing the 11, is it? Or is that 71? He's wearing
71.
Yeah, 71. Look at Pape Sarr with the free range of passing. Love it. Love to see. Here's Decky. This is a training ground game.
Oh, Kane just... Yeah. This is... Yeah.
10 minutes and it's still 0-0, says Stinging Nettle.
How dare they be? How dare it only be 0-0? Should be more. Here comes a Doji to the byline, crossing the back post. No one's there. That's it. Adoji's rubbish. He put a bad cross in.
Yeah, get him out. Udoji out. Blame Levy
on the overlap. Go on, Basuma. I'll tell you what, I love Basuma's looking good. Kulu with there. It's got to be another. Oh, it's a goal kick to Sailors. To the Sailors.
So what's your on your screen, mate? What's the time? I've just pressed pause because I think I got myself a couple of seconds ahead of you. I'm at 12:02, 12:03, 4,
12:05.
Okay, yeah, we should be good now. We should be good.
Like a second.
We're live. And it's live.
I've just paused and unput on 13, 14, 15.
Why'd you press pause again, you donut?
Because I was slightly ahead. Don't start just because Mia started calling everyone donut. Don't start stealing that catchphrase. It's not
that from me, by the way. I was calling everyone a donut a couple of days ago. Duncan. Here we go. Here's Basuma. Looks right towards Decky. Decky, it's a lovely ball. No, it's not. It's intercepted. Come on, Dex. There's easier passes than that, mate. What I don't want to see in this game is lazy passing decisions because well done. Was that Harry Kane? That was very impressive. Come on, Destiny. You are my destiny. You are my one, you don't.
Porro looking like he's playing really advanced. Yes, closing. I think that's the trouble though, because now where are we? Destiny's huge, man, isn't he? Come on, Madison. Get there. Wow.
Was that Basuma? I think Basuma's going to pass it. Chance. Pape Sarr gets picked. I'm not sure who these players are, so I'm not going to start calling out their name, but the Sailors are breaking here. Back post chance! Oh no! Oh no! It's 1-0! Oh no!
That all came from Ben Davis with a loose pass, put Sarr under pressure. The ball came out on the right-hand side. The
Oh
ball
my
came over
God.
the top. We didn't deal with it, and we were 1-0 down. Oh my God! You
What
couldn't
on
write it,
earth?
could you? You couldn't write it. You could not write it.
Let's watch this again. It all starts with Pape Sarr, by the way, getting dispossessed. Ben Davies stepping up, lazy, awful defending from Davies.
And look who it is at the back post. Porro again at the back post. Oh my God.
I don't blame Porro for that, mate. I think definitely Udogie was terrible. I think Ben Davies was shocking. This is... Could Vicario do anything there? Oh my God. What was Ben Davies doing? What was Ben Davies doing?
It all started from Ben Davies giving it away. Hospital pass when an easier pass was on. Udogie was... Oh my God, man. This is funny. This is funny.
Daniel Levy's probably not even watching the game. He's probably on the phone to his lawyers, making sure that he's not in any trouble. Oh, come on, Porro.
Porro.
Wakey! It's embarrassing.
Oh my God.
What on earth is this? This is non-league football.
Come on, Sonny.
Sonny with a cross. It's a good cross. No one on the end of it.
Good cross.
Oh my good God. Did he commit too soon? 100%. Davies was he was so far. Ben Davies. I mean, listen, I don't know. There was calamities all over that place. I thought Udogie's allowing the guy to step in onto his stronger foot. I'm guessing it's his stronger foot because he put a decent cross in. What was that? Porro, wakey. Let's go. Cross comes in. It's rubbish. James Maddison on the edge of the area has a crack.
Oh, corner. Porro doing...
what on earth are we doing? We're going to get ripped apart by Brentford at this rate. We are going to get... And Manchester United at home is going to be... Oh, my good God. It's going to be atrocious. Pedro Porro again. This time, better cross into the danger zone. Gets replaced. Here's Maddison again. Shots! Oh, good shots. Good save. We start again. Batu saying genuinely we could concede 100 goals this season. I do like that James Maddison sitting on the edge of the area though, Nick.
Yeah.
Just sitting in that little pocket like Rio Hatate did for Celtic. It makes sense.
Here we go. Porro, another corner.
Need to update the scoreboard. Oh my God.
Oh, over the top from Romero.
This is terrifying. 1-0 down to... Oh, man. Absolutely shambolic.
Oh, this is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant.
Martin Knightsbridge saying, for the fans that cream over Romero, saying he's world class. Look at that goal. Yeah.
Well, Jacob, what apology do you want for Romero? Why am I apologising? What am I apologising for? Because I said that he wasn't. He's the best of a bad bunch.
Oh, is Jacob an anti-Romero?
No, he's a pro Romero.
Well, Romero was dreadful in that one. Romero was
probably because of his comments. Probably because of his comments when he said, "I had offers. I want to stay at this football club."
You should have gone. Take the...
Yeah. Jacob, for speaking out of my
Take
arse.
the offer. Don't do us any favours, bro. You ain't that special. Decky.
What I will say
it's done well, Decky.
All those people hating on Emerson and Porro's in both games has let goals in.
For speaking out of your arse.
Always, Jacob. Always, mate. Always. Just for you.
Decky does well there. Draws a foul. He's got 3 men on him. If he could have found space then, that would have been perfect. 4 men, in fact. Here we go. Here's Sonny on the left.
Come on, Sonny.
Looks to pop inside. He finds Bissouma. Bissouma looks to thread the ball through to Harry Kane. Harry Kane to Sarr. Sarr finds it outside to Decky. Decky with the cross comes in. Oh, it misses everybody. And it's Udogie at the back post. Udogie, what's he trying to do? He finds a little bit of space for
I
Maddo.
love this Madison.
Right,
I love this Madison on the edge of the area. Oh, Cooley, that's poor. I love this Madison, like you said, on the edge of the area, just waiting to just
yeah, he's playing the
pounce.
Hattasi role. He just sits there. He sits there and wants to pick up the loose balls and the knockdowns. It makes sense. I think he'll score. He could score 10 goals. But listen, at the moment, our defence, I don't know what to say. I thought we were going to bang this one in. I thought we were going to put 10 past. Sailors were 50-1 to beat us. There's actually poor odds. Could have
asked.
Oh, look at Udoji. Look at him go. I like this Udoji. I think he's the real deal.
Lend us 500 grand to put it on. Go on, Madison. Another. Oh, unlucky. I don't mind that. I don't mind that from Madison. Showing intent.
Cheeky bet for Madders to be our top scorer next season.
That's not a bad shout. Cooley was free at the back post.
Can someone let me know? There's 350 people in the house, which is still great to see. But it's I think I screwed my numbers by streaming about an hour before. Henry said to me, "Don't stream one and then stream the other. You'll end up losing. The algorithm can't breathe or something." I think he was right. But if anyone's in the house that can remember, I'm pretty sure I had a bet with someone. I thought it was T Mission, but T Mission said no. He had a bet with me about Longlace signing for a $5. But I had a bet with somebody that Udoji would outscore Richarlison, and I can't remember who it was with.
Yeah, you did.
Anyone in the chat was aware? It happened a few days ago. Let me know.
A bet, laughing emoji.
Yeah.
Here we
bet
go.
Too much. I don't
Here
want
we
this
go.
down.
Here we
Oh,
go.
Porro, yes.
Oh, Porro, what? Good.
Oh, well done. Well recovered. Let's go, Dex. Looks inside. Get out of the way, Sar. Basuma's the man there in the 6. Let's go. Look at this guy. Udoji.
Who let the dogs out?
It's Sonny. Sonny. Don't be predictable. Cuts back in. Is he? Oh, he's too many sides. Too many step overs. Corner kick.
Oh, corner. Good.
I don't know. too many step overs there, son. Jacob or Perchy? Was it Perchy?
I don't know. It was someone in the
I don't think it was Jacob. I don't think Jacob would have had a bet with me. It might have been on that stream, though. Do you know what, MJ Marquez? It might have been on that stream. Udoggy. It's pronounced Udoggy. Is it? Back post.
Oh, yeah. Big up Romero. Free-ish header at the back post. What are you saying now, Jacob?
With Adam William Cahill. Oh, it might have been with Adam William Cahill. I don't know if he's a betting man. He's a good Catholic boy. I don't know if he puts bets on.
Big up to Howard, by the way. He's got his shirt that he won on Perch's charity stream.
It was Adam Cahill. Okay, it was Adam. Oh, well done.
Actually, you're probably right because he was going on the offensive.
I've got to write that down. I've got a page of bets that I've made.
Spurs Digest.
Yeah. Adam William Cahill.
Anyone
remember how much it was? Was it 10 quid or 20 quid or something? I forget what it was. Get there, Porro. Win it, lad. He looks so uncomfortable back there.
He does.
What are you doing? Oh, it's good football from Romero. Yeah. Nice 1-2. We like this. Let's go, Biss. Let's go, Biss. Pape Sarr doesn't really know what position he's playing right now. Oh, what a ball! Sonny's through. It's a horrible cross.
Oh my God, that's a horrible ball to Kane.
It's a horrible cross through the middle. Becky on the recycle. Oh, referee!
What's that all about?
Blocked him out. No pen.
What was I going to say? Sonny still thought we were in Bangkok or whatever because he smashed that ball across the thing thinking it was going to stop in the puddle.
He thought it was raining, yeah. Oh, look at Madison. Oh, go on, James.
Go on, Jimmy.
Yes, James. It's perfect. It's perfect. Oh, it's perfect, but it's not far from it. Madison. That was delectable football.
Madison is looking fire. Maddison, Udogie, and Bissouma are looking good. Ball comes in.
Shots!
Maddison! Oh, was that a foul on the keeper? Give it a foul on the keeper? No foul on the keeper. Go on, play with the ball.
My takeaway right now is Pape Sarr is a little bit. Pape Sarr is a little bit
unsure.
Yeah, I think I don't know whether he's supposed to be playing the 6 or Bissouma is, but they seem to be getting in each other's way. Decky gets through and then tries. I mean, he does this all day long, but he's a bit wide, bit loose this time. Kulu's annoying the hell out of.
Sarr looks lost.
Huh?
Sarr looks lost.
Sarr does look a little bit out of sorts. £10, even odds. Appreciate that, Tom. Look at you guys keeping tabs on my bets for me.
Shots off target, 9 for Spurs, none for Sailors, because they've only had 1 and it's gone in the back of the net.
Wowzers! It's pronounced doggy. Doggy dog.
All right.
Ref! He's taken Porro out! Absolutely smashed him.
Porro's like...
Gotta be honest, Pedro Porro's got too many teeth in his mouth. Oh, it's a good ball. Early from Sonny. Chance! Hey! Oh, it's offside. Nice football, though. Nice idea.
Kane and Son again.
Nice idea. I am shocked. We're 25 minutes in and we're losing to fucking Sailors. Someone put a good comment up. Is a Sailors League weaker or stronger than a Farmers League?
Tim Sherwood absolutely shithousing us as we speak.
Who's having a crack at us?
It's Tim Sherwood's their manager, isn't he?
Tim Sherwood's whose manager?
The Sailors manager, I thought.
Is he?
I'm sure someone said that.
Really? That's mad.
Yeah,
Frank, we are on Spurs Play, but we've had to press pause a couple of times to make sure that we're both synced up. So we're about 10 seconds behind. Cross comes in, or it's a shot. It's over the top.
Oh!
The back part.
Oh.
I gotta be honest. You know what? I said to you today. I said to you guys this morning. Tottenham could win this game 12-0, and we're not going to learn a thing. I'm not sure that works if you lose the game. If you don't smash them 7-8-0, then you do learn things. And the fact is, they've had 1 chance and they've scored. And against West Ham, they had 4 chances and scored 3. I mean. Brains McLeod's in the house. What's happening, Brains? Good to see you, mate. Can nobody cross a ball properly? Yeah, it doesn't look like it, mate. It doesn't look like it at all. Guys, smash the like button for me on the stream if you don't mind. If you are watching this and you have easy access to a thumb, then drum the thumb for me. Trying to help the algorithm find Pape Sarr. Can he get his long legs to that? No, he can't. Here comes the number 2 for the Sailors, number 46. Oh, it's a nice ball from him, though. Out wide. Udogie pointing. Udogie gets twisted again. I'm a little bit worried about this guy defensively. I've got to be honest. That's the second time Udogie's been on backtracking, and then the player just moves the ball to his left foot, and Udogie doesn't step up, doesn't anticipate it, and then creates space. I'll be honest. Udogie looks the real deal going forward. He's comfortable with the ball at his feet, but this is twice in the first 28 minutes. He doesn't know when to step up. He's not a left back. I'm worried. I've got to be honest. I'm worried. I'm really, really worried about our defensive situation here. Ben Davies doesn't know what he's doing. Pedro Porro can't defend. Joe Lewis is going to spend more money on his defense than Tottenham's. I mean, the problems that we're facing are evident. The solutions are easy. Oh, what a ball that is from Pape Sarr. He's played down the byline. It's absolutely spectacular. And here's Decky. Decky looks up. He's got 2 men on him. He's got to try and get out of trouble. Decky, do it earlier. You've got to do it earlier than that. Pape Sarr with a delectable ball through down the line. Decky, you got to put something in earlier, bro. Well defended by the 19, Mamat, I think his name is, or Mama. Well done. I'm enjoying this. Oh, my God, I can't believe we don't have centre-backs tour. It's not Doggy's fault at right back. I'm not saying it. He's not right back. He's left back. Oh, chance! Oh, Pape Sarr with a header. And he's good effort. I'm disappointed with this. Brains McLeod, Kyogo would have had 3 goals by now. We need someone who understands the 9. I don't think that Harry Kane's fully figured it out or whether he cares. Decky doesn't know whether to put the ball down or pull it back. Sonny's rush things. I don't. You know, I'm not a negative Nancy, guys, but I'm like worried right now with the ability. Well done, Pedro Porro. Good get stuck in there. So far, my takeaways on the half an hour mark are Pedro Porro can't defend. Bissouma and Sarr are getting into each other's way. Udogi, however you want to say his name, is good with the ball at his feet. He's fast. He's accelerate. You know, his acceleration's good. His athleticism spectacular. Ben Davies, what are you doing? Oh, Jesus Christ! Ben Davies can't play left-sided centre back. And up the top end of the pitch, I don't know if Harry Kane understands this new role of the 9. I don't know if he knows whether to step back and pull back or whether to go to the byline. He should be going to the byline because you've got James Maddison sitting back. The only positive is James Maddison that's really hanging around and trying to control things. And look, we're having access down the wings, but I mean the caliber of the opposition is not really much. Decky tries to put a cross in, gets blocked. Here's Bissouma. Bissouma puts the ball through. No one there.
Oh wow.
Frustrating, guys. Please smash the like button for me on the video. Smash the subscribe on the channel if you haven't already. Get yourself over to the Shelfside Spurs as well. It's Decky! No, nothing.
Nothing. This is so bad, isn't it?
We are going to get
really
played
bad
by Premier League teams this season, says Echo. Don't disagree. Howard, I'm not saying that I think he's fine with the ball at his feet, but he has been twisted and turned by that guy. And the guy hasn't done anything spectacular. He's just approached the bloke and then taken a step to the left. And Udoji's been backing off and then hasn't stepped up. I do think he didn't get tight. He's not getting tight enough. Here's Sonny. Sonny, chance for Tottenham. Back post to Maddison again. Maddison this time. Oh, he smashes it wide. Oh.
This is
accuracy of an absolute amateur.
Yeah.
That time Harry Kane goes near post, but Sonny looks to the back. So I swear to God, James Maddison, if we are going to score goals this year, then James Maddison's going to be the guy who scores a lot of them.
Yeah.
We are always looking to pull it back at the moment rather than putting it across the byline.
13 shots.
Jay Spurs, Maddison running the show. Yeah. Sonny's had some good work. Go on, Pape. Oh, giving away a free kick.
Why am I in the mud, Jacob? What are you talking about now? What is this? We're flinging a lot of accusations here, Jacob.
Kane understands. Sure that he's already in Munich. Yeah, maybe, mate. Maybe. Jeez.
What am I in the mud for, Jacob? Please tell me. Just laughs. Okay.
This is just how Ange Ball works. It's get the winger in and put the cross in the box. Either we don't have a 9 or these lads won't commit to Ange Ball. No, I'm not worried so much about going forward. I'm just worried about the defense. But also, I just don't know what you can possibly take from this game. Like, you know, the average valuation of these players is about 80,000 euros. You know, I'm sure there's players who play down Hackney Marshes that have got valuations that are about the same. Here's Maddison again. Lovely ball outside to Sonny. What's Sonny going to do this time? He gets the ball. He's looking. He always looks to dribble first. Bissouma runs into trouble. Turns around. Looks the other way. Get out of the way, Pedro. Finds Decky. Decky with space. Man marked out. He pulls it back. Here's Bissouma again. Bissouma looking back towards Ben Davies. Ben Davies fires the ball outright to Sonny. Is Sonny going to find Destiny Udoji? No, he looks to cut inside and dribble and finds Bissouma again. Bissouma is very much involved. Flips the ball in. It's rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Pedro Porro's on the floor, claiming that he's been absolutely shouldered into the chest or something. Ben Davies. It's good recycling of the ball here, though. Here's Pape Sarr. 1-2 with Harry Kane. Into Porro. 1-2 again. Puts it outside. Here's Decky. What's Decky going to do? He's going to be predictable. No, he goes to the byline. It's a nice one. Oh, and Pedro Porro can't get on the end of it. It's good to see, though. Look at the flamboyance, like Pedro Porro kind of joining in there at the back post. There's such a fluidity to the forward. When we've got the ball, we are fluid. But I don't know. It's like I feel like it's I don't know, a man who's been doing gear all night, very confident, but ultimately floppy when it comes to the moment. Here's Decky again. Decky looks into James Maddison. Oh, it's a good save. Harry Kane, he skies it over the top. He doesn't care.
And the keeper didn't even get anywhere near it. He just hit him, luckily. There must be about 3 people in this stadium. It's so empty everywhere you look. Both ends are pretty empty.
It's a big stadium for Singapore, mate. My brother lives in Singapore. I've been there loads of times. It's a massive stadium that I can't imagine is very full up, like, ever. Singapore is not a very big country. I don't know if more people would have been there had it been Roma, probably. But, yeah. Miles over. I have no words. Kane trying to bring down his price tag. Dear, Maddison seems to understand fast play. Not many others do. Yeah, Maddison's certainly a takeaway. We are 1-0 down. Well done, Pape Sarr. Pape Sarr gets the ball. Let's break now, Tottenham. Here's Decky again. Decky's had a lot of action down that wing. He looks inside this time to Harry Kane, who's had his pocket pinched once again by that fairly chunky number 3.
We're going to go into half-time 1-0 down. This is mad. Showing Sarr again. What's he done there? Just trodden his foot? Nothing. Foul wasn't even a foul. He didn't even touch him. He dived.
This is... yeah, weird, mate. It's a weird one, isn't it?
Weird. This is awful.
Here we go. Bissouma looks deep. This time to Sonny. Sonny, can you... Don't just say be predictable, but he cuts inside every time. Maddison, 1-2. This time picked off by the 7. Maddison tries to get back in, pulls out of the challenge, and we're on the break again here. Tricky little player, that 7.
Yeah.
Not for your Doji. He goes, have some of that, son. Oh,
Sonny gives it away. Keeper's coming. Keeper comes sliding out.
He's got to make his impact. He's got to make his impact felt. Wow. 38 minutes played, ladies and gentlemen, and we are 1-0 down to the Lion City Sailors. Bissouma and Maddison. Yeah, let me start to talk to me, guys. Who are your is there any positives from the first half? I think Becky's had a lot of the ball. Bissouma's been very busy. Yeah, Pape Sarr's been irrelevant. Harry Kane's been irrelevant. I think Sonny's been wasteful. I think Decky's been active but wasteful when it really matters. And then the back 4. Don't know what to say about this. I mean, Ben Davies cannot play left-sided centre-back. Here's Basuma again. Oh, it's Udoji rather. Udoji looking to run through.
Kane, he's going to have a shot. No, he's going to play out to Decky.
Certainly doing the inverted.
Turns inside. Still inside. Sarr. Just awful, isn't it?
They need better shooting practice. I feel like the takeaway for me over the last couple of games is there's a hell of a lot of this. We're going to get into good positions down the wings, and we're going to always look to pull it back and give it to someone on the edge of the area. We need to have some ridiculous amount of time with shooting first-time shots from the edge of the area from balls that are approaching them from the byline. Because it's, what is it, the 15th time we've seen that today, and not one of them's been, or what, maybe one or two's on target. Well won there by Romero. Fair play, mate.
Yeah, fair play, Romero. I'll give you some dues. Jacob, in case you're still here listening.
No one can hit the target, Brains. You're spot on, mate. Brains, if you've got Spurs play, mate, and you want to jump on, I don't know if your link synced up with the same score time. If you want to come on, you're more than welcome to. Let me know.
I've got to jump off soon anyway. I've got to drop
okay, mate.
back home and
no worries.
Do some work.
I don't know what I'm going to do if my internet goes down for a moment. Yeah, if there's no one here to hold the fort. I appreciate you, Nick. You gonna stay on until half time?
I will stay on until half time. Yes.
Chance of Sarr! Oh, he's in the bar!
Oh!
Ooh-wee! Dipping effort. A banana shot.
Come on, let's go.
Why are you persisting with calling him Udoji? What? How do you say his name? I don't know how. When people say, "Oh,
Destiny," there's no arguments there.
I don't know what his actual name is. Is it Udoji? Udoggy? Udoggy? I don't know how you say it.
How much is that doggy in the window?
Unbelievable.
Oh my God. Come on, Biss. Biss wants to go and pushes the pirate off the ball. Number 34.
That's how you say it. It's Udoggy. Yeah. Udoggy. Perfect.
Udoggy.
Here's Udoggy. Inside to Bissouma. Bissouma looks lost. Sprays a lovely ball out to Decky. Decky, what are you going to do this time? He comes inside, finds Pape Sarr. It's terrible from Pape Sarr. Absolutely shockingly overhit pass. Come on, mate. Wakey. I want Tottenham to take this game seriously. We should be putting 12 past them. Bayern Munich played like a Division 3 team the other day, and we're like 19-0 up at half-time. Why can't we be the same? Instead, we're losing. Not taking them seriously. Sonny, what are you going to do here? Cuts inside. Cross comes in. Defended well. Fair play to them. They're defending like beavers. Defending like Joe Lewis's legal team.
All right, now to Sarr. Sarr, in a bit of a situation, gets out of it, though. Where's the release? Basuma. Basuma turns. Back to Sarr.
Sarr drags the ball nicely out of trouble there. Well done, Sarr.
To Sonny. What's Sonny going to do? He's going to cut inside, or is he going to try and dribble? No, back to Ben Davies. Ben Davies to Sarr. Tottenham with all this possession, but no final result. I'm just playing it around like, I don't know. Maddison out to Sonny. Come on, Sonny.
Lovely little ball that was with the left foot. Come on, Sonny. Head up, mate. Put your head up. Cross comes in. Back post. Decky, finish it. Oh, it's a good save. But he's closed his own angle. Damn it.
What are you doing, Kulu?
He's closed his own angle. So lofty little cross. First touch wasn't great. Smashes it into the keeper.
It was that first touch. Another corner. Porro now.
Porro. Back post. Romero! Cleared.
This is bad.
Are we changing the entire team at halftime?
I think so. We need to.
Oh, it's nice from Harry Kane to Decky again. Decky this time picks the ball at the back post. There's no one there. Here's your doggy to James Maddison. Maddison to Sarr from distance. Oh, he tries to step inside instead. Finds it out to Sonny on the wrong side of the pitch. Here is Decky back to Sonny. Chance for Sonny for the shot from distance. Oh, he's hit the top of the net. Top of the net. You knew that was going to happen. I wouldn't mind seeing Sonny inverted. Bring Sonny onto the right. It's all a bit predictable. Nice effort, though. Nice effort.
Yeah.
All 74 people in the stadium are appreciating that. Wowzers. Kulu is wrong-footed for the type of winger we need in Angeball. He has to be a right footer.
That's why Porro should be playing there instead of Kulu.
Cooper, what's happening, Coop? My Alabama slammer. How are you, my man? Haven't seen you for a while. Sean, how about getting Cowlin on at halftime to tell us how wonderful everything is going? Yeah, no, I'd be more interested in watching him eat tarantulas or whatever it was he was doing the other day in Thailand. Here we go. Ben Davies looks down and finds Sonny again. Sonny does well, but it's an absolutely atrocious cross.
Oh, my God.
And that should be it for half-time. That should be it for half-time. 2 more minutes, actually. Nick, can you hold fort for 1 second, mate? It's going to go for a wee.
I'll hold the fort for 2 seconds, 2 minutes. Not a problem. You go and do what you need to do. Well, it's been another 45 minutes of Tottenham Hotspur being Tottenham Hotspur. Honestly, it's going to be a goal kick, and there's going to be a minute left. Ball's going to go up in the air. It's just headed on by Sarr. Porro's got it. Plays it to Cuti Romero, who's asking for people to come. Bissouma now. Drive, Bissouma, drive. Plays it wide to Sonny on the left. Sonny now. Bit of a bad touch. He's going to cut inside. Plays it square. Bissouma now. Cuts inside. Gets it. Sonny on the run. Bissouma's on his own on the edge of the box. Madison's come out to support. Plays it across to Porro. Porro now looking for the cross into Sonny. Sonny! Oh, it's just too far ahead of him. And with 50 seconds or so left of the first half, that will probably be it. Absolute nonsense. 45 minutes of this. Oh my God, this is bad. Really bad.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
And that's probably going to be that for the first half. 10 seconds left. Romero gets caught out. Madison now. Madison looked like the only great ball over the top for Decky. Madison looked like, go on, Decky, go on, Decky!
Oh, it's a good ball. So, penalty!
Penalty!
Yes! Come on! I don't know what to make of Decky. He's been so involved. He's been very involved, but his final ball is atrocious. Well done, Pape Sarr, drawing the foul.
Yeah, Sarr's been better the last 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, he has. He's getting more involved, yeah.
Madison for me has just been running the show. And luckily we were there. Harry Kane is obviously going to step up and take it. He's saying, come on, mate. This is going to be it. This is going to be it. As soon as you kick it, that's going to be half time.
I'm having my first drink of the day. I'm putting a vodka.
How are you?
Yeah.
Imagine Kane blasts it high and wide.
Don't do this to me, Harry. Go on. This might be your pinting goal. Harry Kane looks up, concentrates. Referee saying, stay out. Oh, he sticks it away.
Yeah. Come on. That was poor. Poor first half. That's the end of the first half. Tottenham going on level terms.
I don't know what to make of it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to hop off.
All right, mate. Appreciate you coming on, my man.
No worries, man. Hopefully,
I will
someone
see you.
Brain says he's going to jump on. Brain says he's going to jump on in 10. So.
All right, Brains. Yeah, I'll send you the link, mate. Appreciate you. Cheers, Nick, mate. Thank you for holding the fort,
No
my
worries,
man.
Cool.
I'll see you soon.
Cheers, guys. See you later.
Get on to Shelf. Sorry, Nick. I'll put your. I'll move the link. I'll get the link for Shelfside Spurs. I'm gonna bring Brains in. Let me get the link for Brains whenever he's ready to come in. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to make of it, guys. Where is he? Where's Brains McLeod? Brains. There he is. Here's the link. Someone else wanted to come on. Was that Jacob? You want another for the second half? Let me know. All right, Jacob. There's the link, my man. You can come on as well, buddy. As long as you've got the Sky, as long as you've got the Spurs play thing. I don't want to mess around without people having been synced up. Guys, I mean, how are we thinking? Look, there's 425 of you in the house. Really appreciate you all stopping by. Smash the like, smash the subscribe. I want you guys to let's go through this in kind of real time, right? Vicario, do we think? I mean, I didn't really get a chance to see the replay too many times. Was Vicario at fault there? Did anyone really have an opinion on Vicario's? I don't know if it looked like a. I'm not sure. I need to update this, don't I? 1 second. 1-1. Let's go back to 45. All right, done. Bang, bet. All good. Okay. The Vicario situation for me, I don't know if he was responsible for it. It looked like a pretty tough one for him to make. But, you know, I'd like to see him have at least some sort of confidence-inducing save. I know he did a good one against Jarrod Bowen in the first game. I don't think I really blamed him for the 2 goals that came from the aerial threats from Ogbonna, I think it was, and was it Kurt Zuma? I forget who it was now, but I don't think he's really been that much at blame. But it'd be nice to see him get a good save under his belt to give him some confidence, because people are going to ask questions. To be honest, guys, like that defending was absolutely atrocious. Terry saying you doggy, I don't know. You doggy, I'm going to call him, and that's it. I don't care if I get it right or wrong. He's lost. It doesn't need to be. Just needs to get around Don. Not sure what that means, but I personally think that. What's he saying? Oh God, is it worth looking at your Joe Lewis video? I just want to know if Lewis is in deep doo-doo. Could he excel? I don't know, mate. I don't know. A lot of people thought it was a good show. The summary of it was, I don't think that it's going to affect Tottenham. It will affect him. I don't think he's going to go to jail if he's found guilty. It looks like he's really sloppy with his actions. Insider trading is rife everywhere, but most people kind of cover their tracks. And he didn't. He was really sloppy, or the people that he helped out were really sloppy. I think he just comes across looking like an absolute tool of a human being, not wanting to pay people out of his own pocket. So would rather give them a tip, and then those people then went and shared those tips with other people, and then that's how the breadcrumb trail started. It just looks really, really bad. And from a Tottenham perspective, I don't think there's any impact on Tottenham. I don't think they'll be forced to sell or anything like that. But what I do think is that it might put people off wanting to invest with him as a dilutionary tactic. So we got Jacob in the house. What's happening, Jacob? How you doing, my man? Hang on a second. I see you.
Hello.
There you are, buddy. How you doing, boss? You all right?
Good morning. Good morning. Sitting here, almost 6:30 in the morning, sitting pretty.
Mate, don't say that like it's a show-off thing, mate. There's no flex there. We had someone called Justin who came on to the pre-show who was from California, and that was an hour ago. And he was up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So
He might have stayed up through the night, though. That's a little bit easier. You get to stay.
No, because his wake-up alarm went off as we were on the show. So shout out to Justin if you're still watching. Shout out to you, mate. Come on again.
Big up, Justin. Yeah,
California's got it. There's no flex anymore, my man. There's no flex. I don't care.
Well, technically, I woke up at 5 for the 5:30 kickoff. But yeah, California has a little bit rough. They have to get up at 4 a.m. for that.
Yeah,
so.
I don't care about the technicalities. There's somebody out there that's put in a bigger shift, a better effort, and once he's put his stake in, once he's put his flag in the sand, if your flag is weaker, you don't bother trying to compete. All right, like
Fair
that's
enough.
the benchmark.
Fair enough. Yeah,
So,
that's fair. That's fair.
unless there's someone in like Tahiti or somewhere right now that's where it's 3:30 in the morning. If they're around, then show us your flag. But what were your thoughts on the first half, mate?
James Madison again continues to impress me. I think I knew that he would do all those things when he came here, but to see him do it in a Spurs uniform is pretty fun to see. Udoji is a lot of fun to watch going forward. There are moments defensively where I think he looks kind of suspect, but overall, I'm not too stressed. I know we should be up on these guys like 8-0 because what are the Lion City Sailors? Never heard of them before today, but I don't know. I just I'm not too upset. I don't know. I wasn't expecting too much. It is preseason. These guys, Harry Kane looks like he's kind of just trotting around. I don't even know if he fully understands his role yet. Seems like he's just kind of figuring it out as he goes. But I have full faith that if he does play this season for us, he could definitely adapt to whatever system we play.
Yeah.
Basuma looks great.
Hang on. So 24, mate. You're saying Udogie hasn't done anything. Udogie hasn't done anything wrong defensively. What? Hang on, is that what you said? You said Udogie hasn't done anything defensively wrong.
I said I didn't say he hasn't done anything wrong defensively. I said he's looked suspect defensively.
Oh.
No, there's at least 2 times I can recall where he's gotten turned around over there on the right-hand side, or the right-hand side for the attackers. So I think he's still figuring it out. I'm not concerned about him defensively because I think he'll be able to get it sorted out. He's already come out and said that he's naturally played the left back position. That's what he's used to playing before he played the left wing back position. So I have full faith that he can get the position down and do what Ainge is asking of him.
Shout out to Donovan Davis. Appreciating my man for the super chat saying Kane doesn't fit. He didn't look interested. I feel like he didn't know whether to pull back. I think a lot of the time last season he was the guy that would pull back and look for that kind of pullback routine. And the pullback routine looks to be something that we're doing a hell of a lot of. And James Madison seems to be a beneficiary of it. Jacob, are you kind of seeing the same thing that I am? That like he kind of comes across like he's in the right place. He needs to finish. He needs to work on his finishing, but he seems to be a player that might be a real beneficiary and that might get a lot of opportunities by this kind of idea of, the ball's going down to Sonny and Decky. A lot of possession for those guys, but they're doing the same thing. They're choosing the same thing. They always look back to put it to the back post. And Harry Kane, if Harry Kane is not going to do that, then Madison will benefit. But we need a 9 to give the other option, right? We need the other 9 to be the guy who chooses to go towards the byline.
Well, here we go. I mean, we got Richie coming on in the second half. I'm assuming we're going to see complete rotation of the 11 once Richarlison comes in. Surely this is what he's supposed to be good at, right? So I think another 45 minutes. The way that we're setting it up for the striker, it's kind of confusing because with Richarlison there was so many chances, and with Kane it's like the ball can't find him, and when it does find him, it's just one touch and shoot, and that's all he can really do. It's really weird to see. I think maybe Kane's a little frustrated, not frustrated, but he's playing a little frustrated, like he doesn't know when he's supposed to go, when he's supposed to stay. I don't know. Again, this is just my preliminary views on it. I think the penalty goal will flatter his preseason numbers a little bit. But Richarlison last week versus West Ham or whenever that was, he had plenty of chances. So I thought to myself, if Kane got those same chances, surely we're putting some of those away. But it kind of seems like in the first half, Kane doesn't. I'm going to see if I could pull up his stats. I don't even know how many touches Kane had. He didn't seem very involved.
Can we get the stats up? Are the stats going to be there for this game?
I'm pulling it up. Yeah, I'm on SofaScore.
Have a look. I just don't know what we can really take away from this game. I don't like if we won 8-0 or we lost. I don't know. Like we're never going to learn any lessons because we're playing against a team What I would say, like the only thing I would say for sure, mate, right now is that we've had maybe we've had 5 shots against us in 3 halves of football, and we've conceded 4 goals.
Yeah, I mean, but we always knew that was the case, right? No center backs in. This is kind of what I expected to see from the defense.
We're going to get absolutely murdered if that's the case against Brentford and Man United.
And I think a little bit of it too. Let's remember that these training sessions, specifically, they're showing some of the highlights, so I'm kind of watching.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that. Pape Sarr got picked off. Udogie steps off, and then that happened twice. Pedro Porro slides in.
Pedro Porro.
Vicario didn't have a chance, to be fair. I don't think Vicario had a chance.
I don't really blame Vicario for that. Sicario. Yeah, Udogie got turned. Pedro Porro got beat. Like, why does he go to ground trying to kick the ball there? Just chest it. Chest it, Pedro Porro. Just chest it. Instead, he goes to ground trying to get that. That's a weird one. Pedro Porro's suspect defensively. I'm really curious to see Emerson Royale come out.
I'd rather Vicario stay on the pitch, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, as much as like I understand the need to give everyone minutes. Like, I think Vicario needs minutes more than. I mean, I forget. Was it Brandon Austin? Or was it Alfie Whiteman who has hurt his back or something? Significant injury. So he's going to be out. But,
Alfie Whiteman is his ankle. Yeah.
Ankle, okay.
Stretchered off and everything.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he gets better. But I don't see the point in necessarily.
That dribble from James Madison, did you just see that? This is absolutely nasty. He goes round 1, round 2, 3, I think you might be slightly
ahead of me again. I'm going to have to.
I'll pause it. I'll pause it.
No, it's right. Let me reload, because now that Nick's gone, then I can. Oh shit!
I think with a goalkeeper too, we don't have to see that rotation for fitness or like anything like that, in my opinion. Because whether you play 45 minutes or the full 90, it's not the physical load that I think a lot of people.
I like that Pape Sarr shot. That Sarr shot, it just happened. Did you see that? I don't know where you're up to.
Boom, where he chested it down and outside of the right foot.
Yeah, little banana
That's
shot.
The thing is,
he's got the confidence to have pings from distance, that boy.
He's been showing that for the West Ham game and for this game, that he's actually really confident going forward. Maybe sometimes a little too confident taking on the shot. But I like to see it, because with Oliver Skip instead, he's always so timid. We saw him versus West Ham. We saw him Skip going forward a lot more, but just not really composed. I kind of got what I asked for, Sean, when I said what I wanted to see in the second match. I wanted to see Sarr start for Skip. I wanted to see Udogie start for Reguilon. And it didn't really matter to me who played for Tanganga, because I have no.
That left side is an absolute puzzle. But I've got to be honest. I think Pape Sarr, I was a little bit critical of him in the first 15 minutes. I was like, I feel like he's getting in the way of Bissouma, or Bissouma's getting in his way. I think they're both kind of sitting in the 6, or they're not really sure what the difference is. Bissouma has got. I'm looking at the replay. Bissouma's got his arm around the shoulder of the Singaporean player there as the penalty was gone in. What are you seeing on the screen right now, Jacob? Just so I can.
Fans, Korea flag.
Okay.
Fans dancing. There's a Korean flag.
Okay. I think you might be a second ahead of me. We'll sync up. We'll sync up when the game starts. But yeah, I thought that Pape Sarr really moved into the game. Yeah. Can you see that QT Romero Espero
que feliz.
I think you're a couple of seconds ahead of me, but that's okay. We'll match up
once the clock starts. Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought that Pape Sarr grew into the game, and there's one part of his game that I think is noticeable is his ability to intercept, his ability to anticipate where the ball's going to drop and just get his foot ahead of
here's
players.
Dyer. Dyer's out there.
Dyer's on, yeah.
Dyer's out. He's already pointing. Should we get a point counter? Should I keep a counter for how many times this guy points?
Oh, so we're seeing the entire second 11 coming out.
Mm-hmm. But Ainge said that in the press conference. He said you'll see an entire new 11 in the second half. Maybe I would prefer to see a new 10. Let's let Vicario sit out there longer. Oh, hello.
Nice.
Yeah, you saw that, huh? That's a nice one, huh?
I saw it.
That's a nice one.
She wearing those apple bottom jeans.
Mm-hmm. She definitely is.
470 people in the house, guys. Appreciate you stopping by on the channel today. There's obviously a lot of options out there for you. I really appreciate the support. Please do me a favor and smash the like button if you haven't already on the video. It takes no time at all to do it. Smash the subscribe on the channel if you haven't already. And also drop a sub for Jacob at United Spurs of America. Let me go and get those links so I can help him out and also help out Shelfside.
Had a new personal record on the channel yesterday.
I saw
210
last
live
night, mate.
viewers.
I saw it.
210. I was like,
That's
whoa.
amazing.
Thank you, Never a Foul. Shout out Kaz and the Never a Foul boys because he did a redirect over to the channel, sent about 150 people my way. So
I thought you when I saw it because I was about to go live at like midnight, but I had a few drinks and I didn't know what was going on with the situation with
Joe Lewis.
And I was like, I've got to go live about this. Surely got to go live. And then I was like, no, don't do it, Sean. Wait until tomorrow morning. And then I saw you going live, and I was like, oh, definitely not going to go live now. But you weren't talking about it, were you? You were sort of talking about.
First, it was about so I was going to be shameless for an hour and a half about Romero, about him being fully coys, and I was going to mud Barry and mud all the Romero haters, all the Romero doubters, all the naysayers. He put them to bed. He put them in the mud last night. So I was pretty happy about Tanganga with the headgear. Okay.
How did he put them? How did he put by saying what? I could have gone elsewhere.
By saying I want my prime years here at Tottenham Hotspur. I'm fully coys. He said, you know what? I bleed Lily White. And that's what I want to hear from my players. You know what? Because so many people doubting on him. So many people think that he's more interested in Argentina. He put all that to bed, and I like to see it. Some people said it was just PR fluff. I'm not buying it. He's fully coys. He joined us under Nuno, okay? Not even our talisman, our captain, would play under Nuno, and he came to us under Nuno for our Conference League. I love the guy. It's too bad Barry had to run off because I was coming to mud the agenda.
Let me get Barry's channel up quickly.
You know who really frustrated me a lot that first half was Kulusevski. Kulusevski, it seems like time and time again, I just want to see. Hello.
Oh, hang on a minute. How you doing, Brains?
Yeah, pretty good. You guys all right?
Yeah,
good, mate. Good. Welcome to the show. Right, just so we can all sync up, the game has literally just started where I am at.
Same here.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait until we get the clock up, and then hopefully we can all get ourselves by pressing pause to the same second. So I am now seeing Ollie Skip passing the ball back to Tango.
23, 24.
Dyer, Reggie.
So I'm at 20, I'm at 24, 25, 26, 27. I think, Jacob, you might be a second ahead of me.
Yeah, I'm going to pause for 2 seconds.
And Brains, what are you at, mate?
Yeah, I just paused as well. You were just like a second.
36, 37, 38, 39.
Perfect. I'm perfectly
40.
timed up with you, Sean.
Okay, here's Solomon. Cross comes in from Solomon to the back post. Headed away for a corner. Let me get the clock back up. Bang. And then I need to get it. What are we on? 46.
Højbjerg, Skip. Okay. See Clunkhead out there. Is he the captain? Dyer's the captain right now.
Wow. Our worst
He's got
nightmares.
the armband.
Literally.
Jesus Christ, man.
Coming true today.
I can't
Dyer
with this
captain.
club. I would have given it to Skip before I give it to Dyer.
All right, we are completely synced up. 46:22 on the clock.
Yep.
Hopefully that's we're all good, guys. How you doing, Brains? What were your thoughts on the first half, my man?
Oh man, just an absolute. You know what it is? It's that classic thing of big team goes to a country with small leagues and thinks that they're just hot shit, and then it always happens. It happens so often. I remember being in South Africa as a kid, and teams would come across, and our teams would either like get the draw or they would just narrowly win. And I remember Spurs going to South Africa in, I can't even remember the year, but they played Orlando Pirates and got battered. And it's just that.
Is that the year that we came back? We brought the player back with us who never actually played? Umbamba or something?
Yeah, I think it might be, yeah. We had like Redknapp.
Orlando Pirates, come on.
Yeah, and
I remember.
it is that classic thing of just like the football is kind of simple. It doesn't really matter how good your team is. If you line up in a way, you can like overdo the other team's tactics. So you just can never know. But this is a classic example of we'll dominate every second of this game, and then they will attack once or twice, and then here you go.
Oh, Lo Celso. Richarlison.
Richarlison scored.
wow!
Scored.
I wasn't watching. What happened?
Turnover in the middle of play, but Lo Celso, I think, picked up the ball in front of Reguilon, drove it forward, had some options, took the shot, got it blocked, and Richarlison cleaned it up. Pigeon dance, there it was, the pigeon dance.
He got the pigeon out, did he?
He got the pigeon dance out. He did there it was. Him and Royale did it together. Yeah, so a little miscommunication. Lo Celso picked up the ball, takes a shot, it's blocked by a defender. Richarlison hits the rebound. There
wow.
I mean, I was just saying about you can't underestimate these teams, and then they've just made such a schoolboy error.
Lo Celso does. Lo Celso starts that move well though. Again,
Lo Celso again. Honestly, if he was in the first half, he probably would have created some more stuff.
I don't know what he would have created that anyone else couldn't have. That Basuma or Madison didn't. Maybe. I don't know.
Madison did. Sar was strong, but can you imagine what we'd be like with a Madison and Lo Celso? Lo Celso can do all the stuff that Sar can do, but Lo Celso's got composure on the ball and can just link things a little better. He can be at 8, but he is also a 10. So if you look at Lo Celso right now, look at how he kind of controls the play, lets people understand what's happening around him. He has a really good 10.
Would you like to keep Lo Celso?
Yes. I think before any conversations of Ndombele, you have to be looking at Lo Celso. You have to look what he does in other teams.
Again, Perisic, back post to Lo Celso.
No.
Control.
Come on, Lo Celso.
Perisic
it's Reguilon
in his path.
Perisic. If you're going to keep Lo Celso, though, does that mean that then if we sell Pierre and Højbjerg, we're not going to replace him?
No, I think we should replace him. You're right, Sangara, Locatelli, these are players we should replace. But to be honest, we're going to lose Basuma as well. Reggie, go down. Why?
Reggie's been absolutely cleaned out there.
Why did he
try a little drag back, by the way, from him?
Why did he just go down, though? Why did he try to stay on his feet?
I mean, to be fair, it doesn't take much to bring him down.
Yeah, he has a leaf blown in the wind.
That's why I like Udogie. I've talked about this before. The girthiness. I like a thick player.
Yeah.
I can't help but laugh every time I hear that word. It doesn't matter what the context is. If someone says the word girth, it gets me going. This is a brilliant word. It's maybe my favorite word in the English language.
It's a great one.
Who was it that was banding about girth the other night in such a?
That was me.
Was it you? Yeah,
that was me. Yeah, that was me.
that was really good. Yeah, we got to keep that going. We got to keep the girth alive.
Yeah, keep the girth alive.
Hashtag girth.
I'm a little bit on the other side of the fence with Lo Celso.
How easy to get in! Shocking.
Wow.
We're so vulnerable on the court.
Dyer and Reguilon over there. What a nightmare.
Let's go, Tottenham. Is that Højbjerg? Højbjerg looking towards Emerson Royale, playing in that kind of inverted. He's playing in that kind of, it's almost like a 3-2 thing.
Yeah, they're playing really inside. Reguilon too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it gives you more options in the mid, isn't it?
It's like a 3-2-5, isn't it?
That's actually a decent ball. That was a decent ball.
But look who's the one who's a
skip.
Skip so far forward. Ollie Skip.
It's
what I'm saying during West Ham use.
Where Skip's been the furthest forward.
He understands. I think he understands what's required. I just don't think he has the stones. Charlie, he done another one. Hey!
Oh my God!
It's all forgotten.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Richie in.
Give that man a new contract.
I missed it because I was reading the comment that said update the score, Sean. We're beating Lion City Sailors, and then he called you a bell end.
Look at Richie. Good strength. He misses the ball completely.
Yeah.
The defenders had an absolute howler.
Wow.
The defenders had an absolute howler.
Have
Look
they
at Richie
changed
miss
their
the
whole
ball.
team as
He
well?
misses the ball entirely.
What is he doing? The ball's like in front
You know
of him.
that header kind of reminds me of when Dyer tried to head it back to Hugo
Yeah.
Lloris, I think it was, during one of the matches, and
Yeah,
this was
yeah.
versus Liverpool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And Salah gets stuck in. Salah
Yeah.
takes
Wait,
advantage,
Yeah.
Do you reckon they've changed their whole team as well? Because I don't think it's just that we're more proficient going forward here. They're looking dreadful at the back as well now.
They
I
did
don't know.
rotate
I'm not
1,
sure.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players. They subbed 7 players. So yeah, they're looking a little different too.
That's
So now they're-
disrespect.
They're 800,000. They're €1 million player. Those players are off, and now we're talking about the 10K valuation players.
The
God.
dudes
Guys
who
that
working
couldn't
at
even get
McDonald's this
into, a
morning.
local pub team in the UK.
So we can't even take any real positives from this because they're like, well, they were, beating us in the first half, so they just brought on their nobodies.
If Richarlison gets a hat trick, that's a positive. I think it has to be positive.
Good work
Solomon,
from Reggie.
Reggie, sorry, Reggie. Go on, Reg.
This is Reguilon's skill level, I think.
This is good play though. We're just dominating the ball and knowing what to do.
Hojbjerg. Hojbjerg
We
to
just
Paris.
look so
I like
much more
that-
efficient with just certain players on the pitch. Although Skip sometimes I still think it's a bit.
How many times last season we see Hojbjerg, when he gets the ball, he just stand with it, just stand there and
what?
wait and wait and wait, and now
This
it's like
is good play now.
Richarlison! Look at him! He's fired up! He is fired up!
I think we've found his level. I think the Singapore leagues are calling for him.
We finally found a game where he can. Maybe this is important for his confidence. It's
He
important.
is a
for his
confidence player. He does need his hand held at the water
Yeah.
fountain. We know that.
Unbelievable! Here comes Singapore.
Come on, Dyer. What you gonna do with that? Weak ass pass, bro. Put it to his feet.
Oh God.
So we have got Brandon Austin on. So the entire team did change.
Mm-hmm. I like that Hojbjerg's not holding the ball for 20 seconds every time he gets it too.
Oh,
That's nice to
lovely.
see.
You're
Solid.
right.
I don't want Hojbjerg to go. To be honest, he just gives us stuff. Wow, look at this.
What was that defending? The guy missed the ball
Come on,
completely.
Perisic.
He's having an absolute mare. This guy.
Oh, that's.
Ah!
No,
He's got the ball. He's got the
no.
ball.
No, it's
And they're going to
clean.
break.
Oh,
They're
they're
going to break.
in.
They're in.
That's just Lo Celso falling over easy.
Oh my God.
Emerson.
Don't do that.
Ooh,
you go.
Emerson Royale doing a Stuart Nethercott. That old flick. I remember that flick from one of the first games I ever saw live when I was about 10 years old against Man United. And Nethercott did that little. He leant over and flicked his heel up, looking for a lazy way to defend. Not a fan of it.
Richarlison. Oh,
Yeah, Richie made a good.
he's running wild in the. You see him flying through.
He wants 5 today.
No, he wants it. I love to see it. Come on.
He
I
is
hope he
fired
keeps
up.
scoring. Yeah, keep
Yeah.
scoring, Richie. So I'm saying this guy has
good
vibes in a
movement,
box,
though.
just waiting to be unleashed. Let's see.
That's a
Reguilon.
great cutback. That's a great cutback.
Lo Celso.
Celso?
This group of players just seem to work together so much better.
There was a good chemistry between Solomon and Reguilon during West Ham, I thought, for their first game together, playing together. They seemed pretty insane.
Solomon's not. Is Solomon on? Is
Yeah,
he on
he
the right?
is.
He's on the
He
right
is.
side.
I haven't
I've seen
seen
it.
Solomon, and I haven't seen Alfie Devine either yet.
Yeah, so Alfie Devine was good in the West Ham game. I mean, good as in he like
Alfie Devine didn't get subbed on, so
No.
and
Okay.
in the West Ham game, people were saying like, oh, he's amazing. He was good, but good just doing what he had to do, not good like balling out or showing extra.
You talking about Alfie
Good for his
Devine
age.
brains?
Yeah.
There was one moment where here's the corner in. There was a moment where Richarlison's down holding his ankle.
Oh, no.
Oh God.
There's our 20
Oh,
goal
how can
season
we be
guy.
like Richarlison
Disaster.
injured? We're like, oh,
There it
no.
is. He gets you a
Season
brace
over.
and he's out.
I can't wait for people to start putting hashtag Sean's in the mud about Richarlison. He's going to score 3 goals, and then people will say, see, Sean, he was always a class player. He was always a class player, Sean. You're in the mud.
It's when he gets his first Prem goal, everyone's going to be like hitting you up straight away.
They're going to come for me. People were coming for me, mate. I woke up this morning, friends. You know how many? I had like 9 nasty DMs in my Twitter inbox about Joe Lewis. I even had Danny Kiriakou coming after me. He's supposed to be a mate. Danny's atting me in tweets, going,
What is he saying?
"Oh, look, Sean, your mate Daniel Levy doesn't look so good now. Your mate Joe Lewis doesn't look so good now."
What's
Big up, Danny.
Joe Lewis's stuff really got to do with
the knives are always being sharpened. When you're a content creator, the knives are always being sharpened, waiting for you.
Comes with the territory. I mean, it's like the nature of the beast. If people sat around listening to every time you said an idea or an opinion, you just get proven wrong every minute of your life, because that's just 100%. What life is. You know what I mean? So like now you get actually held to the wire on this stuff. I'm
just delighted that most people don't keep receipts like I do.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good football.
Oh, wow.
God! Oh, Perry. What's your thoughts on Perisic, boys? Does Perisic stay?
I was going to say that, Sean. Like in Ange ball, Perisic is kind of perfect.
Yeah.
Like he really is. Like this whole inverted wingers thing doesn't work with Ange ball, because they play the lines to get to the byline to cut back. You can't be cutting back on your other foot. Like, do you see how the guy defended Kulu the whole time? He was like showing him the line. He's like, I know you don't have a right foot. I know you don't have a right foot.
He doesn't.
He was coming this way. He's going, yeah, cut back. And then he was still cut back. And even in the Prem, defenders have learned that, like, Kulu's just going to cut back. And so they wait for it. Fair enough. He still does have an incredible cutback. Like, his span that he cuts it back is always pretty good.
And he's strong, right? What he has that I don't think any of the other wingers we have has is the ability to just hold players up, hold players off, puts his arm out. It is predictable, but it's still effective.
It's very effective.
Look at that first half. How many times it's a through ball that you have to run on and just first time put it across the line, and he can't do it. Like, he just doesn't have the direction. He's either got to get better with his right foot, because if you look on the left side, like even Son needing to kind of like hold on to the ball, just put Perry in. And boom, you can just put the ball straight across, and then you'll get goals that way. It just doesn't work unless you work a different way to cut through different passing angles.
Or you can have the overlapping, like under the inverted fullback scenario that Ange likes to play. He wants people like Udogie, whatever, to like cut inside and then have the winger have the option to go on the outside. If you're going to have Decky that wants to cut inside, then you need to have someone who's going to overlap him on the outside to give him the option. Let's see what Perisic can do here. Perisic doing well. Oh, it's nice football. It's Reggie.
Yeah, this is really good. There's something about this team of players. They just seem to work better. Like they seem to be doing the drills exactly how they do them in training. Where it's like the other team seems to like, they all think that they're still big players. So it's like, nah, I'm not going to shoot here. I'm not just going to do the normal thing. I'm going to cut, hold the ball, turn it back. It's annoying.
100%. Yeah, I don't know. Like Adam McFarlane doesn't want Perisic in anymore. He wants him out. He says he can't go up and down anymore. He's 33.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to go up and down. He's not.
I think Perisic off the bench in the 80th minute of a game is a good thing, in my opinion. I mean, I know we could sit here and say the money he's making every week maybe not be worth it. His cross way over.
Yeah, way ahead.
Solomon, there he is.
The thing that I just find weird is that from what I've seen in preseason, the best performances are coming from players that I thought were going to be out the door. Like, I think Perisic has surprised me. I thought he was gone, but there's an argument on his performances to keep him. Lo Celso, I thought was a sure exit, but he's actually performing to a degree where I think he's worth keeping around.
Yeah,
you make the same argument for a few other players as well, like Pape Sarr. And I feel like maybe, apart from the centre-backs, it makes you wonder, like, you're not going to have... If you're selling Højbjerg, you've only got 25 spots in the squad. If you're selling Højbjerg, and, like, you can't keep Ndombele and Lo Celso, one of the two. And if you want to go and get a better six, then you probably don't have space for either of them. So, like, it kind of just... It adds more questions than it gives you answers, I feel like, at the moment. You know what I mean, Brad?
Yeah, 100%. It's like the danger is if you sell Højbjerg and you lose Basuma to AFCON, like, and then
AFCON, yeah.
Bentancur isn't ready yet. Like, you have to bring in, if you sell Højbjerg, you have to bring in a 6. You can't bring in a Gallagher, you know?
No, screw Gallagher. I don't want to.
What a pass. Giovanni Lo Celso.
Yeah, Lo Celso's finding those angles so well.
Yeah.
I hate Lo
I
Celso,
don't
but
know
that was
if
a
we
good
have
pass.
another player who does what Lo Celso does. Like, Maddison, sometimes I don't even see him as a cam. He's just got a really good turn, and then he can put balls in. So he's more like he has a really good attacking mid, and he's kind of can play as a forward. But I don't think anyone really does what Lo Celso does. It's just finding the intricate passes. It's quite beautiful at times. It's whether or not he wants to be here, you know, and he wants to compete and push the team. Because Lo Celso on his day is quite something.
Yeah. I mean, look, to me, it's just I don't know. Like go on, Richarlison with a hat trick. He's got it. He's got it. No, he's offside. Oh, he's devastated. The pigeon was coming out. And the pigeon was coming out. And then he was getting ready. He was clacking.
If he hits a hat trick versus Singapore City Sailor Lions, are we saying shirt off or no? I mean,
we are definitely saying shirt off.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say shirt off for the hat trick versus Sea City Lions.
Yeah.
Or Lion City.
Gallagher is a worker, Adam. Gallagher is a worker, 100%, mate. Listen, I don't dislike the player. Look at Pet. Look at Skippy.
Look at Skippy. Come on, Solomon.
Come on, Skip. That's what we're talking about in the 8. I think Skippy wants to. Oh, look at that! Solomon! Absolutely sensational. No, you give it away.
You know what I do like here is something that we've all said is like we need someone to push Richarlison on the right to push Kulusevski on the right, and Solomon may be that guy.
Oh, Lo Celso outside of the left boot.
It's interesting seeing Solomon being asked to play inverted. Like I don't think I've ever seen him play on the right.
That's kind of what me either. That's what I was like. I don't know. It's a big question mark, right? Could he potentially be a backup for Kulu or push Kulu and maybe challenge for that starting spot at the right? We don't know. It's something we haven't seen. But
to me, it's like when you see that interview that Ange said. Ange said, I don't play the same. I play the same formation, but I don't play the same system because if you have like inside forwards that can do different things, then by changing the personnel, you have different systems. And I think that like Deki is entirely different to Solomon.
Yeah.
Right. Perisic and Sonny aren't the same, so your system can look different without changing the structure of it, just by picking different people to play in certain positions. And Solomon looks like a real utility. I'll be entirely honest. Like I've changed my mind on him, flip-flop, whatever you want to call it. I feel like when he came in, I was underwhelmed. But what I've seen of him, boys, I think so far, I think it's a really astute signing.
I don't know why you felt that way about the business. I was like, I don't know much of him. I had to go watch back. But a free for a 23, now he's 24-year-old winger, and he's shown something that we lack in our attack, which is prowess on the ball.
Yeah, no, that's where I thought Levy actually. It was like I was actually tipping the cap to Levy.
And that came right after the Madison and Winks deal too. So I was thinking we're cooking, and then we stopped.
and then Tottenham went back to Tottenham.
We turned off the burners and we said, you know what, kitchen's closed.
Yeah.
Joe Lewis gets indicted. How
about that? Not keep going. Too many fans are liking us now. I don't want people turning into loving Levy all of a sudden. He felt he was getting too much love, so he thought, nah.
Yeah, he's like
back to being an absolute moron.
Jesus, I do not. Like Dyer passed the ball. We do not hang on to the ball.
I would like to see stuff like, Porro on the right wing, try it out. But I think if you had Son on the right wing, Kane in the center, if you keep Kane, and then Solomon on the left, and if Kane goes, if Kane goes, then Sonny in the center, Porro on the right, and Solomon on the left. Players who can all use the foot to like.
Sonny in the center sounds nasty. It sounds so nasty in an Ange system. He'll get 25.
Yeah, I just don't think anyone else. I don't think Richie will. it's just, I mean, hopefully stuff like this breaks his, mental block, the confidence that he's lacking.
Clean up the clog in the pipe.
Yeah.
Come on, Solomon. Nice. Nice, Solomon. Find the pass. Good job.
Oh, Celso. Oh, it's a great ball.
He's done it! He's done it! No, he's offside again!
Oh my God! Is he gonna? Oh, he's so.
He's so hot. He's miles offside, but lovely header. What a finish! But he's miles offside.
He's the best striker. He's the best offside striker in the world. Like, is he gonna score more offside goals than goals in this game?
There's a bet. No, there's a bet for the season. Will he score? Will he score more goals from offside positions? Will he have more goals?
I'd take that bet every day.
I'm not taking that bet, to be honest. I'm not taking that bet.
He's got 2-2 now. You know what I mean? It genuinely is mental if he scores more offside goals in this game.
Well, it's easier to score offside goals if you've got a two-yard advantage on your defenders, right? Which is what his problem is.
That was such a good cross that he could have easily just waited a little bit and made that he would have scored anyway. You know,
this is the timing of his runs. I don't know what his problem is. It's like he doesn't want to live by the rules.
That's also a lack of confidence and nerves thing. It's where you don't believe that you are fast enough or that you're better than the defender, so you go early. It's like. He can hold the run.
Reguilon.
Good cross. Oh, what a shot! Oh, what a save! Was that Solomon?
That was Solomon.
What a volley!
Solomon volley.
Oh, what a volley!
Man, this
what a
team
cross
is
as well. Who with that ball?
Version of us is so much more impressive. This is such a more impressive team.
Yeah, the second half is more impressive, weirdly, isn't it?
It is fun. Yeah. Come on.
Beautiful stuff.
Perisic. Okay.
Gotta see that again, because that cross was delectable. Was it Reggie or was it?
It was Reggie. It was a Reggie cross. It was a Reggie cross.
It's hard to say
that again.
It's hard, other than Dyer and Tanganga, it's hard to say that you would want to see any of these players not be there.
What a cross.
What a shot. What a save.
Did he save that or was it the post? I thought it hit the post too.
Oh, did it?
That had some venom on that shot. I like that. Good shit, Solomon.
The problem with Reggie is I've got no problem.
What are you doing? Why is it taking you so long to pass the ball?
Dyer hanging out with the ball, taking it out to dinner. Just pass it, man. Come on.
Taking it out for dinner. Showing it a good time.
Yeah, caressing it. Petting it with your feet. Don't do that. Pass the ball. Even Højbjerg's quick passing. If Højbjerg can quick pass, bro, so pass the ball. Pass the ball, damn it.
Oh, that is a good ball.
Get there, Pezza.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
That's what we're talking about.
Who needs legs and can slide?
Skip all over the place, man.
Look at the Celso strength. You're not getting a ball off him.
All you got to do is clatter those bow-legged knees. You'll get that ball.
Oh, this passing is
wow.
Skippy.
Shot for Skip! Oh, this time.
He said, "Sir, I see you one, and I'll raise you."
But if you look at everything that happened there, like everyone up until it got to Skip was of a certain class, and then, you know.
Listen, I don't know about Skippy. I think this guy, he understands what's being asked of him. He understands the assignment.
I don't think he's an 8, though. I don't think he.
I don't know what he is, mate. I don't know what he is. He's definitely not a proper forward. I agree with you generally. I think he's a worker. He's definitely one of your workhorses. Like every team you need your show ponies and you need your workhorses. And he is a workhorse. He'll do what's asked of him. He's a good trainer. He tries hard. I just don't think he's technically good enough as a footballer.
He actually is someone who kind of fits a Conte system. Like him in a double pivot, you know, he can be the 8, he can be the 6. But being an 8 in this system where you actually have to be really good on the ball and have one-touch passing and be like really clinical with your passing, and you have to score and you have to finish. And I just don't think he has those elements. I like him. I love him. He doesn't have.
Can I say something?
Making some assessments here. Second half, Tottenham is back, says Batu. This is the same against West Ham. What's interesting, people are starting to make some little things. Who needs Kane? We are more fluid without Kane, says Adam. He also says Kane is slowing us down.
Perry skinning people.
Do we need both Kane and Maddison? It's an interesting conversation.
I've often thought of the James Maddison signing as kind of our insurance policy when we talk about we need 2 players to replace Harry Kane, and I really felt like James Maddison could be that first half of the equation that we found.
Solomon. Look at Solomon.
Oh.
We got a player in Solomon, ladies and gentlemen. We got a player in Manor Solomon, and Lo Celso scores his second goal of pre-season training.
Why does
Still
it
can't get a
That was
smile
a
out of him.
that was a tap in though. Let's be
Still
honest.
can't get a smile out of Lo Celso. The most miserable git if ever there was.
God, I do not like his body language. Anytime I see him,
I rate that. I never smile or anything when I score. I
Really?
rate that. Yeah, I think it's
You look
just
a little bit like him, Brains. You know, you look a little bit like.
fair enough, I'll take that. He's a handsome bugger. I'll take that.
Yeah.
no, Brains. I like
genuinely-
actually looking at your face. I can't stand Giovanni Lo Celso's face.
Jake, you really not like Lo Celso as like a player, or
I don't like him as a human being or a player, or specifically a Tottenham Hotspur player. I don't want people who think that they're, every time that they walk, the ground turns to gold behind them.
yeah,
This
he
guy
does
thinks
have a bit of that.
he's.
But look at this! Look at this! Look at the fight in him.
Don't be. Hey, versus West Ham, he was impressive. Today, he's been impressive. He has
Against
another
the
goal.
Great Lion City Sailors. Come on.
Yeah, his level. His level. Again, Reguilon looks good too. It's his level.
I love how you qualify that like the wrong way, like like how you're trying to say like, look, I don't like him as this, that, and you go for I don't like him as a human first.
Yeah, I have to be honest. Like,
It's nothing specific about him I don't like. His basic humanity is something that irritates me.
it's poor. It's very poor. It's
I
like
mean,
wow,
that's
it's
how
like
you really feel.
It's like I don't like Dyer as a player, but I also don't like him as a person. He goes in front of a camera and laughs at the fact that we're losers when you're literally in the building and can change that. But instead, you think it's more funny to, let me laugh with Dave Portnoy. No, that's a loser. I don't want those people at my club.
Yeah,
Giovanni.
yeah.
That's why I have a
You wouldn't get
personal-
Cristiano Ronaldo reacting that way, would you? You wouldn't get real
if he was at a club and they're like, so Al Nassr, y'all never win anything, right? He'd be like, go to hell.
Yeah, get out of my
Because-
face.
Yeah. What is this interview? This is a joke. But Dyer
To be
acting
honest,
like
though,
he's
to be
backstage
fair,
at Miley Cyrus.
I think we've skipped over because we talked about Lo Celso. We've skipped over Manor Solomon. I think I didn't say when I said I was a bit underwhelmed. I was just underwhelmed by the idea of just bringing in a guy who, to me, Richarlison from distance. Not this time. He's desperate for his.
He
hat
wants
trick,
that
his Hattie.
Hattie. He wants to take his shirt off.
It's typical Tottenham. You're going to go and sign a player, and we've only ever seen like 4 or 5 real games out of him where he was unpredictable. No one knew what he did, but like I think this guy's got. I think we might just have a real player in Sat Solomon. He's
decent on the right.
Yeah.
He's decent
He's
on the right. He's good on the left.
He can take the ball with both feet. I thought he was a one-trick pony. I thought he was similar to Sonny or Decky. Just cut the ball in on your stronger foot and go for goal from the edge. But he looks like he's got the ability to do both.
Sean,
he's
here's
a
what
real-
stood out
he's
for
a-
me.
He
Go
was
ahead,
getting
go ahead,
described as Israel's like Hazard, and obviously I think that sometimes that's like, just if you're going to call him like he's got the skills of Hazard, then just say it. Like, I thought that was maybe a bit over the score, but I don't know. I think he's got some serious dribbling ability. It's whether he can turn it into goals.
But see, he's done that. He's done it in the Premier League. He came off the bench, and in 3 straight matches for Fulham, he scored.
but all the goals were identical, right? And
But that's okay. To come off the
that's the
bench.
problem for me. They were all brilliant goals, but whether or not he had diversity to his game, and it looks like he does, to be fair. So
the thing for me though is I wanted a guy to come off the bench and make an impact off of the bench in the Premier League, and I feel like that's why I was satisfied with the signing, because Solomon has proven that he can do that in a lesser Premier League side. So surely he should be able to come off the bench for Tottenham and score. Was my thought.
Yeah, no, I like it. Listen, I'm happy. I love being wrong. I mean, I hate being wrong, but I love it when I'm wrong if it's to benefit
If it
Tottenham.
makes Tottenham better, yeah. That's kind of how I am too. Like, Kulu, prove me wrong, but for now, I'm really upset with you.
Yeah.
Shot! Oh, Tanganga just misses it. Shot from miles away. It's a corner kick. Who smashed that one? Reguilon from about 700 yards.
He's swinging.
He hit that
Honestly,
ball from Thailand.
That ball, that corner, that was That was absolutely perfect.
That was going in, you know.
And that was actually on target. That shot was going to be on target.
Super chat from Frank. Big up, Frank, mate. Appreciate you coming on, mate. Always welcome back, bro. You were really good form on the lineup on the preview. Start this lineup for Brentford is what he says. Look, I mean, I don't want this lineup starting personally. I don't mind certain players from this lineup starting, but I don't want Dyer or
no.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Oh, look at Richie. He's furious.
He can't wait to take off that shirt. You know it. He's like, this shirt needs to come off now.
I hope he does it. I really do. I hope I'm wrong. I can't wait for everyone to mud me. I want him to succeed. I like the guy. I just don't like the player. But I want him to. You can't hate the energy. You can't hate the enthusiasm. I want him to mud me this year. I'd love nothing more than to be completely mudded.
Oh, their goalkeeper is coming off. See if this guy's actually their number one starting keeper and he's world class. It's going to be
yeah. Things about to change.
But it is crazy that we start our team with their big names in it and we're basically lose the half 1-0. Other than the penalty, we lose the half 1-0. You bring on this team of players who are kind of it is always the thing, right? It's like the underdogs. It's like players who no one's probably really thinking much of them, and then they just bond together better. They move together better. They've got the system of the man.
Maybe it's just that they feel like they have more to prove. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Their back
100%.
is further against the wall.
Didn't Ange say that he loves working with players
like that? Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
And that's where I find myself in this conundrum.
Defend this better. Come on, defenders. You've got something to impress us here. No,
but even this team, look how quick all of them got back.
3 people around the ball and still can't get it off him. Who's number 14 for them? World class? ? He's got very short socks, so clearly he's a talented player.
Yeah, that's
he's one of those. That's how you know.
What's his name? I'll look up his valuation on Transfer Market.
He just dribbled around 4 of our players. 3 on the ball on him, and they can't even get it off him. What a guy.
Have you got the squad up in front of you there?
I like the speed.
Yeah, let me see number 14. Harris Haroun, valued at 185,000 euros. 32 years old.
Back post, Skippy gets rid. Chance!
Ooh.
Terrible defending.
Was that him? Yeah. That was him. Look at them socks.
Skippy headed it back down into danger.
Haroun.
Oh, wait, that's 16.
No, 14, you're right. Harris Haroun. Defensive midfielder, 175,000.
Oh, but the guy that I was talking about, his number's 16. I just saw him because he just took that shot. Let me see who 16 is.
16 is Hami Sayin, who's 75,000.
Okay, so he's even cheaper, and he's younger. Sign him up.
Yeah. I might sign him up for my new... Gavin and I were talking backstream the other day.
We're saying half of this team.
we're gonna start a local YouTube team like #United, but we're gonna call it like Tottenham, #Tottenham or something stupid.
Okay.
And we're gonna go and sign half of these these Lion City Sailors. We're gonna bring them over.
The one, Hami Siahan. That's one to get. One for the future.
Yeah, frankly, mate. 100%, mate. The second half team against West Ham was better than the first half team as well. It really was. This time round that the teams are different, but look, the football's far better. Again, don't know how much you can take from it. It's just the opposition is what it is, but it's far more.
What are you doing?
Far more fluid. What was it called? Fluid rigidity. Rigid fluidity.
It's kind of like molasses or something. What is that?
I don't know. It's some guy on Twitter sent out a thing going, you're going to have to get used to this phrase. It's called fluid rigidity or rigid fluidity, where it's like people are doing similar things but different things all the time. Emerson Royale wins the ball, looks up. Come on, Emerson. Come on, the Emma Goat.
Come on, have a little something in your step. Let's have a little something in our step here.
Højbjerg has been fairly anonymous. Works the ball down to Perisic. Wouldn't mind seeing. He absolutely nutmegs him. Chance. Back post. No one there. Come on, Emerson, what you got for us, bro?
Ooh,
Step over. Little no-look pass.
a little a little
A little shimmer.
yeah, a little how you doing?
Lovely.
Oh, it's good
play.
football.
Look at that.
It's good football.
Oh, I was hoping for the own goal. That'd have been fun. Come on, Solomon. I like Solomon.
Solomon score.
Over 500 people in the house, apparently, guys. Really appreciate you stopping by. You have other options, and you've chosen to share it with the three of us. Really appreciate it. Smash the like button for me on the video. It really helps the channel. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. Also,
Awful pass, Emerson.
make sure you subscribe to Jacob's YouTube channel, United Spurs of America. I'm going to drop this in the link right now. And let me go and get Brains's bad boy of a Spotify account. Guys, listen, if you like energetic, I'm not sure, how would you describe your music, mate? Is it English hip hop? What is it?
Nah, I wouldn't even give it genre. It's just like dope shit for the future.
Hell yeah. I love that. There's
It's
no
just
box
Like
you can
year
put this in.
3000 music. Like if you want to see where music is going, not where it's come from, then go and check out Brains. I actually listen. Before I knew Brains, I'd seen this YouTube video about these kids from Scotland who had basically defrauded the music industry, pretending like they were from America. It's a world class short YouTube video, and then I meet Brains, find out. He tells me about his past, find out it's him who was part of it. Like, this guy's a legend. His music is super cool. If you're interested in that kind of thing, if you're interested in really cool music, then check out his stuff on Spotify, and you can find the link right here, guys. And obviously don't neglect Jacob, and also don't neglect my man, where is he? Barry. You've got to get Barry's channel's on hiatus for the summer. It always is. But if you love Barry, then get yourself over and subscribe to him as well.
He is
5 minutes
modded.
to go, 6 minutes to go, plus injury time, lads. Any more signings? Any more changes you'd like to see? Yeah, I know the answer to the first question.
Do y'all know why Jed Spence isn't on the bench?
I have no idea why we took out Roden and Spence to this thing. Why are they there?
Yeah, I guess that's now two
Sentimental,
managers
right?
that didn't like anything from Spence.
He's been training by himself, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been training with the injured players.
Why did we take injured players out to preseason?
And Ndombele picked up a niggle in
Ndombele.
training, and then someone else's back was hurting.
There you go. Sam saying he's seen that. Yeah, this is the guy. How long ago was that, mate? Was it like 10 years ago or something, Brains?
Oh, what, the documentary?
Yeah, that video, the video about you guys going crazy.
Oh, the Vice one was only like not that long ago. It was like 3 years ago.
Oh,
But
okay.
the BBC doc was like 10 years ago, whatever. So yeah, it's been a while. It all happened in 2005, but yeah.
Did you save any of the money you made?
Not like I made and blew $1 million in a year.
Wow.
So yeah, I've saved
You have
money.
nothing to show for it. No jewelry, no property, nothing.
So wait, what was it again?
I just wrote a book, and then everything. Then I was like, I started making money from the story and from the music I make now. So
yeah.
So then it's kind of like now I own all the rights and stuff like that. So I'm doing all right.
So wait,
now.
what's the story again? What's the quick synopsis?
Basically, two Scottish kids get told by the major label industry that we'll never, because we were rappers, we got told we'll never ever make it because Scotland's shit, or Scottish people can't rap, etc. Made fun of us. We went away, said we're not going to quit like that. Put on American accents, came back, got signed within 3 months. Ended up on tour with Eminem. Proved to everyone we were dope as hell.
You were on tour with Eminem? Holy wow!
Yeah.
What year was this?
2004, 2005. So.
Oh, so the
Is
peak.
he a nice guy?
He is. He's just really complicated, really reserved. He was.
I met him once.
He was going through a rehab, so he'd just been clean for a bit, so he was a bit reserved. But it wasn't until like on the tour and like with D12 and in and out of like ciphers and freestyle sessions backstage that he lightened up and just got used to us. So.
That's the thing. He's very much like, if I don't know you, I'm not gonna associate with you kind of guy.
And at the time, he didn't really like being linked and a lot to white rappers. So any white rappers that were getting introduced to him, he thought like,
Yeah.
they're getting introduced just because we were white rather than like because of talent. You had to really prove your talent, you know. So once
because
it was
for
like
him, that's how it was growing up. It was who the hell's this white boy, and get his ass whooped just for beating someone in a freestyle battle.
Yeah.
That's such a cool story, though. If you met him now,
that's so cool.
If you met him now, would he remember you?
Well, we were gonna do. It was actually Shady Wreck was gonna be involved in the film, and they wanted to do like a 8-part documentary series that was gonna end. The whole point of it was gonna end with like, it was a bit like how different our lives had been, but to be like talented people who have the same kind of skill set, and yet look at the different opportunities and how different life's gone. So it was supposed to end with us in a studio together and me playing him beats, and just like that was going to be like a nice ending to it.
Yeah.
But we couldn't get the deal done. It had a lot to do with like the footage. I've got like 3 hours of footage still, and it had a lot to do with like rights of the footage and stuff. And then also they wanted to get the rights for all the music. I've had a relationship with Shady Wreck for quite some time, so I still make some beats for some of their artists. I did tunes for Crooked Eye and his group Horseshoe Gang. So yeah, so I've had a good relationship with them. So it's just we just couldn't get the thing done on a legal
those suits, bro. Those suits, they always get involved, man. They always get involved. Everyone wants their slice
I
of the
got on
pie.
really well with Rosenberg. And it was Rosenberg who wanted to do a big race.
That's his agent, right?
Yeah. Paul wanted to do a
Paul
big
Rosenberg,
race thing, and it just couldn't happen. It was just it would have taken my life rights away, and because I own all the music and I own my life rights. I've been able to make a lot of money every single year on those life rights without selling them away. It's like you have an asset, you don't
royalties,
sell.
right? Like a dividend out of it, yeah.
Yeah, you can license and license and license. You just don't give away your assets,
Mate, amazing story, bro. Like I say, guys, if you are interested in following Brains' story, and
I'm interested as hell.
I haven't seen. I mean, I haven't got the link to the original thing, but I mean, Brains is there. Like, well, if you want to start, like, where's the what's the name of what would someone have to type into YouTube to see that initial video, that story from the BBC? Do you know?
Yeah, like it's called The Great Hip Hop Hoax.
The Great Hip Hop Hoax. There you go, guys. If you're interested in it, it's a brilliant story. Like I say, I watched it before I knew Brains. Then I meet Brains, ask him what he's about. He tells me, and I'm like, wait a minute, I know that story.
You're that guy.
Yeah. So
I just found it, cool. And there's Brains. I see you. Hey. Silly Bill.
Richarlison with the trick! Richarlison! He's got his hat-trick!
Take off the shirt. Take off the shirt. Take off the shirt. Take off the shirt. Take off the shirt.
Wow!
Oh, come on.
Take your shirt off. Take it
off.
off.
Take it off.
What a lad.
That's so cool.
Emerson with the assist.
Well. It's a brilliant
Emerson
finish.
with the little
He has done really well. What finishes though? So yeah.
We got it, boys.
That was a finish. I don't think that he finishes before his other two goals. Like I think maybe these goals have calmed him down a little.
100%, Jacob. That is a confidence finish.
Yeah, you don't finish that if you're Richarlison versus West Ham just shooting like crazy.
What's Postecoglou's? Not much going on. Not even a smile.
He was doing what his dad would do.
Thinking like, how did we lose a goal? How were we 1-0 down for 40 minutes? Like this is.
For me, Postecoglou there, he looked like a dad who knew the answer on Jeopardy, and he's like, "Yep, I told you that's what the answer was. I told y'all."
Yeah.
92nd minute. What a lovely finish for him. I'm surprised the shirt didn't come off, to be honest. I'm a little bit disappointed.
I'm pretty disappointed.
Who had the under on the shirt coming off?
I definitely had the over.
Took the shirt off and he had a vest and it just said, "I told you so." Like that would have been.
You doubt me, Butler?
I told you.
Sean in the mud.
He lifts up his shirt, Sean in the mud.
Sean in the mud. Oh, I'd absolutely love that. That would be a dream. Story.
That would be amazing. Yeah, I would love that too. That'd be cool.
Brandon Austin with the nice pass straight through the field.
Nice calm pass.
It's good football. It's good football. Let's get a sick.
Oh, what's up, ball?
Come on, Perisic.
Look at Ollie Skip. Ollie Skip. Oh, he doesn't know what to do. He gets in the box. He doesn't know what to do. He's like an NPC. He's an NPC in the box at the end of the day.
Don't talk to me about NPCs. That thing going on TikTok right now is insane.
What?
You don't know about that NPC thing on TikTok?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
These
TikTok,
girls.
mate. TikTok's dirty to me.
It's made its way to Twitter. That's how I know about it. I don't have TikTok either, but basically they get paid in gifts, and people send like hot dogs and popcorn. They're like,
ice cream.
Thank you for the hot dog. They get like seven. Imagine you go live and you get $7,000 worth of virtual hot dogs.
Listen, honestly, I don't hate the hustle. I worry about society, mate. I worry about society.
I worry about the people
I've literally
sending it.
fallen asleep and then woken up in like Back to the Future 2. You know, like when he walks into his house,
mate.
He sees the future, and it's like, what the fuck is going on?
Ice cream.
Yeah, I feel like the guy, what's his name, Charlie Brooks, who wrote Black Mirror.
Yeah.
I feel like he thought of most things, but he didn't think that there'd be people licking fake ice creams for $1.
It's always the most absurd shit that you don't consider. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
How things spawn off in their own little worlds.
And they put the cowboy hat on. Got me feeling like a cowgirl. Like, what the hell's going on?
What's interesting is I would always imagine that it was going to be like, you know, I don't know, like attractive girls that do that stuff that get the money. But there's like, I've seen like, I don't know, people like me, unattractive, big, fat, 40-year-old men that are still getting paid a lot of money. You know?
I saw.
I think you could make a bundle doing that.
I think you'd be pretty good at it, Sean.
How about that? If you want to super chat me, I will spend the next 10 seconds going, Rich Allison. Oh, Rich Allison.
Got me feeling like a pigeon.
Rich Allison.
Got me feeling like a pigeon.
Wow.
But so they're like an NPC. They're like they like just kind of like wait for their gifts to come in for their because it's like their commands.
Oh, the shirt's come off. The shirt's come off.
The shirt is off. The shirt is off. Oh, there you go, guys.
He's got a tattoo. Look, what does that tattoo say? Sean in the mud.
Yeah. He's just underneath the picture of the Brazilian player. He's got hashtag Sean in the mud on his back. I love it. There you go, guys. 5-1 is the score. We can close down Spurs play. It's going to help my stream. We're going to close this down. 5-1 it is. Let's go back to a traditional. Hang on a minute. What am I doing here? There we go. Welcome back, guys. 5-1. Get your thoughts in. I'm going to open up the chat. I'm going to let everyone jump in for if they want to come on and say their thoughts. Brains, I'll let you kick it off though, mate. Takeaways, bro. Takeaways. 90 minutes.
I just can't believe how boring and frustrating that first half was. So you've got Ange Ball coming in, and you expect to see fast moving and incredible, touches around the corner, one touch passing and moving. And when it gets to that front lane, it was just like, it's not happening. Like, this isn't working. You know, players getting in each other's way, players not understanding just how to be at the 6-yard box. Again, you could see Harry Kane getting like frustrated with like, no one can do what I can do. So I'm just going to drop. Like he drops down and takes the quick free kick. It's like, who can do that? Like, I know Madison's there, but he can't do that. He can't think like bang and then make something happen like Harry Kane can. And so, but that's also a problem because that's a limit. We don't need that anymore. The way this system works, it is foolproof. If you just understand how to, like what you used to do in training when you're trained to be a 9 is you start on the center spot and you run to the corners or you run to the front post and back, and you have people just hitting the ball across, and you've got to run from the left post to the penalty spot, to the right post to the penalty spot, and you do these drills where you go back, forward, and it trains you that's all you have to do as a 9. When you get in the box, there's that arrow. You've got to understand, and most of the time you will kind of finish. If you're in it, you'll kind of finish in the center, like either the center on the line going to the right post or the center on the line going to the left post. These are things that get trained into your head as a 9. And Harry Kane doesn't have that anymore because he's kind of graduated above that. He doesn't need it. He'll shoot from anywhere. He likes coming off an angle. He likes being a 2. He likes being a figurehead of a 3 who kind of drops back and then puts them in over the top of him. He's not a 9. He's not the guy we need in that way of playing. If you're going to play this system, to me, it's become hugely apparent, blindly apparent, in fact, that if they are going to play the balls through, but then you're going to ruin the whole movement by cutting back on your wrong foot. You can't just play the ball across. You don't have people in the center who's going to be there for goal, 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 goal. So for me, watching that as a striker, watching that first half was just so frustrating. I would be screaming to them. I'd be making the run in behind and I'd be screaming. Son gets through multiple times where it's just like, with your left foot, just play it across and we've got a goal here. Do this simple thing. They wouldn't do it.
Thoughts on in that first half? Like James Maddison, there was 2 takeaways for me that I thought were interesting. In the first 20 minutes, I thought that's, I'm not even going to say, I'll keep that for a moment. In the back, when you get up the top end of the pitch, for me, Decky was always looking to pull it back to the edge of the area. So was Sonny. And in that situation, you always had Maddison. Maddison was always available in space. Obviously, I don't know if it will be necessarily the same against better opposition.
Yeah.
But Maddison needs to get his shooting boots on a little bit, because some of those, and same with Pape Sarr, same with Decky. Everybody was firing balls left and right wide. But to me, I wouldn't be surprised if Maddison was our top goal scorer next season, with or without Harry Kane on the pitch in the team. I think Maddison is going to get himself into, if that's the role he wants to play, that Hatate role where he just delays his run a little bit and sits back, and that somebody else, whoever that 9 is, whether it's Harry Kane, whether it's Richarlison, whether it's somebody else, if their job is to pull the player towards, on the byline, and then leave that space for James Maddison. To me, I think that Maddison's got 10 plus goals in him next season.
Well, it's like in that system, in that Ange system, it's like call them a 10 and then the 8, but the 2 8s, they are supposed to be dropping into the second balls, the half spaces where the ball rebounds out. Like, they're supposed to get loads of goals. That's how that system works. Either it's played straight across the front line and it's tap-ins, or it's little intricate balls through, or the ball falls to them and they have to score. Like, that's just how that system works. So I think whoever you have in those 2 8s, they have to score. I just think if you've got Matters and you've got Lo Celso, the 2 of them will score. Sorry, Jacob, but the 2 of them will score. Or if you take out Lo Celso, then like I love the fact that I love Sarr. I think he's such a strong player. He's dynamic. He's got long legs. He can like win the ball from people the way other players can't. But in those situations, he isn't used to the ball dropping to him and then finishing. And like they aren't used to scoring. So you need box to box. You need one of them to be a box to box 8 who can score, and you need one of them to be like a 10/8 who can score. And so far, we've got the 10/8 who I think can score. Although, against like really good CDMs, against really like a 3 at the back, against really good defense, I don't think Matters is going to get any amount of this space he's getting now. So that's why it's hard to tell with these games. I think he'll be quite frustrated sometimes how quick he will get closed down. There's a lot of frustration there. I don't even think you can even talk about the defense in this game, because we know it's just diabolical. And it's annoying to me in the second half that they get no goals scored against them, and Dyer doesn't really have anything against them, because I was hoping they would get like a goal against Dyer, so at least he could, Davies is, Dyer, Davies. I want us to lose goals to when these players are on, so it can forces the hand. But if the first half isn't more of a signal of you need better centre backs, or you need a better centre back and you need a world class CDM, because if Lo Celso isn't going to play, I would like to have Basuma as the 8 and next to Matters, and then a world class CDM, like someone who is just a beast who can fall back into a centre back, or he can go and progress the play and he can move things fast. Actually, for that reason, I know it sounds crappy, either we sell Højbjerg and we bring someone in, or we just keep Højbjerg and we just have him play as the 6.
I don't know. For me, Højbjerg, I didn't think he did anything against West Ham. I don't think he makes any sense in this particular system. Yeah. For me, the question mark is: do you sell people like Lo Celso? We haven't had the chance to see Ndombele yet, but I think Lo Celso. Is that? Say it again.
And camera goes to Jacob's face. He's like biting his tongue. Blood's just starting to pour out his face.
Yeah. Thank you. What's your thoughts, mate? What do we do with our squad? We've got a bloated squad.
Mhm.
We've got a really bloated squad. But
Yeah.
to me, I think that some of the players that we were expecting to be shipped out have actually outperformed a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think it's interesting to know what to do with this. I don't know where you want to go with it.
Well, for me, the first place I want to go is we need some damn center backs in. Sanchez
Well,
didn't
yeah.
feature at all, so you could assume that he's on his way to either Moscow or where have you. When I look at this squad, I got a lot of what I wanted to see in the first. Yep, Richarlison hat trick. Sean is always in the mud.
I was wondering who the first person who was going to mud me was, and it was Ben and Sim.
And it was Ben and Sim. I got to see with this first 11, I got to see a lot of what I asked for, which was Papa Matasar in place of Skip, Udoji in place of Reguilon and the likes. But again, it just shows, I think when we saw that first goal back, it was just Udoji not keeping up with his man when he cut it on the opposite foot. And then Pedro Porro going to ground when he could have probably just ran through the ball and hit it with his chest and taken it out of bounds for a corner. But we always knew he was going to be suspect defensively. So those parts of it, we always knew were going to happen. I'm a little disappointed we haven't seen why hasn't Joe Roden got a chance? Why hasn't Jed Spence got a chance? I know Tongi Ndombele has an injury, but if we're really doing this thing that Ainge said at the beginning of the thing when he took everyone, which was, I want everyone on a fresh slate and I'm going to get a good look at him. Has he had a good enough look to say, Spence, you're not good enough? That might be the case, but at this current juncture, I'm just like, if we're really going to, let's see everybody. You know what I mean? Let me see everyone if we're really going to do this here. In regards to Lo Celso, good. Keep playing good, my friend. Make your value make it look like we can get 15 for you, 20 for you, and I'll take it. Allegedly, we turned down a 20 million bid for Ndombele, so that tells you we either value him at more than that, or Ainge thinks that there could be something there. Again,
who do you think our midfield will be? So if we're playing with a 3, then you can make the argument you need 6 midfielders, maybe a 7th, if one of the 24th or 25th player goes to one of the midfielders, right? So you need 3 replacements, and you need maybe one of the utilities. So I'll give you the levity of 7, right? 7 midfielders to play in that 3 next season. Jacob, who are they going to be?
James Maddison, Yves Bissouma, Sarr, Højbjerg, if he doesn't get sold.
Well, no. Who do you want them to be? So,
who do I want them to be?
Yeah.
I like James Maddison, Yves Bissouma, and the third one, it doesn't. I want someone to win me over.
Benson Court is definitely going to be there, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we got to plan for without him.
I know.
For at least...
you got 7 spots to fill up with midfielders, and we've got 9 of them already.
Yeah.
Plus, you might want to bring someone else in if you get rid of one. So, like, where do you make the space? Pick your 7.
I don't even know if necessarily if we loan Skip out or something that we need to find a Skip replacement. Like, I don't think that we're in that situation. I think we have a carousel enough. We're not playing an absorbent amount of matches like we did last season. No, we haven't seen Brian Hill. He didn't even go on the trip. He's still at home. He's hanging out with Hugo Lloris.
Well.
Yeah. But for me, I like Maddison, Bissouma, and who knows? Maybe we'll see the next match. We'll see Lo Celso start with them, and maybe that's something that Ainge wants to dally with. And I find myself stuck in this position where I want to trust the manager, and I want to say, you know what? If he's okaying it, then I should be okay with it. But when it comes to players like Dyer and Lo Celso, and time again, I've seen managers say, yeah, they'll do a job for me, and then they don't, and they cannot. I'm a little worried. I'm concerned. Obviously, I like what you said, Sean, whether we won 8-1 or we drew the game 2-2, I don't think this match is going to tell us a whole hell of a lot. So, but in regards to short form of who I want, Bissouma, Maddison, and whoever the hell else can do the damn job is what I want.
You know what? Just on that point about what the game tells us, you know what it really tells us, and it's one of the most important things in football. We mentioned it a little bit on Sava's thing last night. Is football is never ever about an individual. It is never. It doesn't matter how good you have any one player anywhere in a pitch. Football is about movements of partnerships, and you can see it like there's two there's two in this system. There's two fives, right? There's the front five, and then there's the back five. In a way, because it's how you got the back two, how these guys go inside, become a 4 block with the one in front of them. So it's a 5 defensively, right? That whole 5, they have to like each other. They have to know how to play together. They have to have real partnerships in the way the left and the fullback works, the right centre back, the right fullback. They've got to have partnerships between the defense and the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper doesn't even know who he's playing with, right? We don't even know if Vicario is going to be the start. At this point, I could genuinely see Fraser starting, But so then, when it comes to like the second half of these games, you are just seeing that all of the players moving forward in the second half of these games are
better, isn't it? So much better.
Partnerships. Partnerships. They understand each other. They understand the
way.
way.
Why is that, mate? Why do you think that is?
Just, I think it's just like when they train together in the games. They've obviously had quite a few in training games, 11 against 11, and they've been the teams. It's clear, and you can see that they're thinking. You got players like Højbjerg and Lo Celso and all these players who are like, I'm a first team player. Why am I in the second team? But then that's enough to bond players together. It's like, you know what? Let's just play great football and destroy this team. I wouldn't be surprised if the second team is beating the first team every single time. The first team has just got a striker who's the best player in so if that guy's
but the first half team is stronger than the second half team, though, right?
Yeah, but it's only on paper, so it's stronger because of names, but that doesn't really matter in football. Like
if you had to pick right now against, like, nothing else changes. 3 days time, we're playing Brentford away. Which 11 do you want?
The second
to start
half.
the second half 11, right?
Yeah,
I agree with you,
totally,
and that's
because they moved together well.
But it wasn't the same second half 11 as it was the first time. Like in the first game, Reguilón was in the first half. This time he's in the second half.
Reguilón was good today. He really was good today. I was just really surprised how good he was. Even there was a couple things defensively. He got back so much faster than Udogie did. And
getting back fast has never been Reguilón's problem. It's getting back and doing the damn job, because anytime he gets back,
let's be honest, he
doesn't have the same girth as Udogie. We know this, but if you look at when he plays against an actual Premier League player like Jared Bowen, he gets turned around. Yeah. Yes, his pace can help him to get him in a position to do something, but what are you doing when you get there? And when we saw him against Jared Bowen, it was nothing. He got turned. He was making Jared Bowen look extra world class, which he's a good player. Don't get me wrong. But he's not world class. But our defense will make players look world class, and I think that he just wasn't challenged or tested very much today to really say, "Oh, look, here's him doing his defensive job." And as far as Reguilón,
and that's why you need like a world class. You need like really huge upgrades at left center back, like a
who can clean up for him,
because who will like be able to like clear up, because both Udogie and Reguilón aren't great coming back. So then does it force Ange to put Ben Davies at left back? So that's the problem. You really need. I think Udogie is the starter, because I just think he's too good going forward. Even though Reggie was good going forward today as well, but I just think Udogie is someone in the West Ham second half, he linked just as good as everyone linked today. So that shows you that it doesn't matter what team he plays in. He gets the system. He gets how to work with everyone. I just think when you have a big name player, or you have people who are like, you can see the frustration on big name players when they're playing teams. They're thinking every second they're playing, they're thinking, I should be scoring here. I should be scoring here. And then they're panicking that they're not. And so like they snatch at things, and do you know what I mean? Like their mind is on like, this looks bad on me. Why am I not scoring? It's all me. And that's kind of what you start to see. And they need a bit of that. Like you need a bit of ego, but I kind of get to see that sometimes when I look at Kane and that front line. That front line is a line that's been playing together for a while now. How were they so unable to match up together?
Can I ask you a question? Who are you starting at right back if we have to play Brentford tomorrow? Is it Porro or Royale? Because Royale defensively, I thought he was pretty good today. Going forward, he got an assist. I know it was to Richarlison's little cheeky finish, but What do y'all think? Pedro Porro, is his passing, is what he brings on corners? We didn't score off any corners today, so I
I
don't
thought
know.
some of his crossing wasn't good today. I thought it was overhit. I didn't think he was that good going forward today. So if that's his only real thing, he was trouble going backwards, and he was not great going forward. So
That's the thing is him going forward has to outweigh his defensive lack of defensive abilities, if you will. So I think that it's really interesting to see. Personally, I'm at a point where I think Royale's a better served right back for us, and it's weird to say that. I don't think a year ago I would have been saying anything close to that. But
and I think Porro would have been way better just being the right wing today, because he's got a right foot. And those chances where it was like, Kulu's beat the guy, and it's just put the ball across, just slide it across. Porro would have been able to do that. Like Kulu couldn't.
What about you, Sean? Who you starting at your right back?
I think at the moment, Emerson hasn't impressed me, by the way, when he's come on. Porro hasn't impressed me defensively, and I was expecting Emerson Royale to be better defensively. I don't necessarily think he's done anything going forward that makes me get excited. And I was probably sitting there all summer, I'm thinking, Porro can't defend, Emerson's probably better. But I think this idea of playing, like the way that they're doing it when we have the ball and you play, like it's almost like a 2-3 or a 3-2, and Emerson's sort of sat in front and then you got 5 ahead of it. I don't know if Emerson fits it either. And if I'm entirely honest, it leaves me feeling very uncomfortable with either of them. I haven't seen anything to be happy about Porro defensively. I like him getting forward. But I don't think we're going to have 70, 80, 90% possession against Brentford or Man United. And I think that we need to have someone who's better defensively. And I don't think that Emerson's done anything to impress me in that role either yet. So if I'm entirely honest, like it's an area of the pitch that I am really concerned about. It's also an area of the pitch
we need a new right back.
I don't know, mate. I think we do, mate. I think we do. I don't think we're going to get one. I think we're stuck with what we have. But I'm unimpressed with. I think that Porro was bought for a different system. I don't think he necessarily fits this system at all.
That's kind of why I threw out. Like, why hasn't Jed Spence
I was hoping to see
look?
more from Emerson, but I haven't seen it yet. Sorry, mate. Go on.
I was just gonna. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just saying. Like, I don't know why. That's what baffles me about maybe why I haven't seen Jed Spence. I know he's not an all-around great product at this moment, but surely Ange Postecoglou has to be looking at this position thinking one can kind of attack, one can kind of defend. Can either one of them do both of those jobs? And I don't know that Spence can, but maybe he's already made that determination. But God, I hate doing this every summer now. It's like we need a right back. We need a right back. And
you know what a huge problem is here is that because of this preseason, he cannot not like go into the Barcelona game and just go, actually, no, we're going to have to do the whole 45-minute thing again because I don't really have full answers yet. He can't just throw Spence on in the first half and give him 60 minutes. He's going to have to maybe now bring him on in the second half for like a little bit to see him if he wants to see him. So it literally is now, because we have to pick a team to start, it's now down to these players who are there.
Mate, if we don't have I think I don't know how long we got now until we're playing Shakhtar. Is it a week?
Let me 1 second.
We need if we're starting against Shakhtar without
Sunday, August 6th, so less than a week. Oh, wait, no, more than that.
That's more than that. So we've got a break now. We've got a break now we've got 10-day break before we play again. Is that right?
Yeah.
You can do all that business in 10 days, but not this club. You would think.
We could do all our business in 10 days. I think that the argument around the 6 at the moment, I'm like, I'll put that to the back burner. I'm not worried about that. Right now, my major concerns is 2 centre-backs. And I don't know. I think there's too much to choose through. When you think about the midfielders that we've got, right? You've got Bissouma, Bentancur, Maddison, Skip, Sarr, Lo Celso, Ndombele. Am I missing anybody?
Højbjerg.
Oh, and Højbjerg. So we have 8 midfielders.
But then you also be looking that you've got potential of Alfie Devine.
Alfie Devine as well. But I think Alfie Devine can still sit in the under 21s, so you don't need to necessarily like have a squad space taken up by him. But for me, like, there's got to be decisions have to be made. If you get rid of Lo Celso, if you get rid of Højbjerg to replace a 6, then you have to make a decision about either Lo Celso. You can't have Lo Celso and Ndombele. We haven't seen Ndombele yet, but I think Lo Celso has really impressed. And so if you keep one and get rid of the other, then you might have to make a decision around Skippy or Sarr. And I think Sarr's been excellent. I think Skippy is working. I think Skippy works really well with the system. He's learned the system. He knows when to get into the right areas. I just don't think he's good enough to finish the moves off. But you can't have 8 midfielders. You can only have 6, maybe 7 at a push. So we have to make. It's a difficult decisions that have got to be made pretty soon, right?
You know what? I think that this is all screaming out for the next move to happen, and I hate to have arrived at this, but I just feel this week, in the next few days, Kane has got to be sold, because I think it's stopping everything else from happening. I think it's just preventing any move. Like, they don't want to make a decision because Kane is 90 million that they're going to get. Like, so why make this decision when we actually can then make a battle plan and pick up 4? You know, if we know that we're going to bring in another midfielder, we can then just go ahead and maybe sell Højbjerg a little bit under the value we want for him. You know, like it's a knock-on effect of balancing the books. And you know that that's how Levy thinks. It's just, I can't think of any other way or reason that we are stuck, not like in complete panic, not doing anything, you know? It's just, doesn't make any sense.
Let's just go through. Let's go through the team, and I want you guys to give me the your ratings. I'm looking on SofaScore, but they haven't actually factored in the any of the stats today. So I'm just going to call out the team, that the lineups or whatever, and then I'll ask you guys to give me your ratings out of 10, and I want everybody in the comments to play along if you don't mind. Let's start with Vicario. I mean, I haven't got the stats in front of me, but one half of the game, I don't think he had to do anything apart from one save that he didn't make. I don't know if you blame him. What odds? What score out of 10 are you guys giving Vicario, guys?
Like a 5. I mean, didn't nothing to go on, so it's like a
irrelevant.
5.
Yeah, an irrelevant
like
5.
a 5 or 6. I'll say 6 to be nice.
He's getting proficient at pulling the ball at the back of the net. I'll give him that. Like he's nice.
All right, guys, keep up in the chat. Put your when you put your scores in, put your name, put the name of the player you're giving them in as well, so I can follow along.
Just quickly on Vicario, do you think Fraser Forster starts over him?
No. Fraser Foster's our number 1.
No.
Yeah.
No.
100%.
Would you go in?
I think we're stuck with this guy, but I'm waiting to see a world-class save from him. Not that he's had that much to do, but
he had a great save.
Would you?
Yeah.
Vicario had a great save down to his left versus West Ham.
Yeah, against Jared Bowen. I think that's the only thing we've seen.
That's the only one. That's the only one I've seen. Yeah.
Nothing else really. All right, Pedro Porro playing right back. Jacob.
Did that go down as an own goal by him?
No, it wasn't. Was it an own goal?
I think it hit him. It diverted the where it was going. It knocked it from where it changed its direction. So I think it's an own goal.
Well, maybe. Okay, I'm not going to hold.
They
that.
gave it to number 7.
Oh.
That's what I see, at least. They gave it to him. Maybe they're just being nice because it's preseason. But I bet if they watched it back, I'm gonna be kind of harsh with my ratings. I'm gonna say Porro was a 4. Yeah, I think I agree with the 4s.
4 makes sense. He
5 feels too much.
Yeah, because crossing was off, everything was overhit. 4 is
it's a worry. It's a worry for me. This guy,
got beat for the goal.
I don't think he fits the system. Romero
was standard. I thought 6, 7. I thought he was standard. He didn't do anything bad. I'd say maybe Romero probably a 7.
I'll say Romero, 7. He was solid. Didn't make any mistake. But again, how much was he really challenged? I don't know. Going forward, he wasn't great. His passes weren't always finding the target, but some of them were. So I think he was fine. 6, 7, I think is fair.
Okay. Ben Davies, I'm going to give him a 3. One thing to do, screwed up massively.
3 for a misplaced pass that causing the goal.
Oh, he stepped up. He stepped out. He stepped out. He had the timing on it was all over the place. I don't know what he was doing, and he was
I give him a 4 as
responsible for that. So you have to give him a 3 maximum.
Davies, I'll take a 3 for Davies as well.
Big problem. That left-sided centre back is a massive issue. Destiny Udogi, wherever. I've been told off for saying his name wrong. I still don't know.
I'm going with the 5. I'm going with the 5. I thought
good on the ball.
Good on the ball going forward. He created a lot in the but near the opponent's touchline. He created a lot there. I thought he was real cheeky on his sideline.
I'm going for a 6 just for the girth.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for the girth. All right.
He does have the girth. We know this.
Let me know, guys. Keep up in the chat. You dodgy some 6s across the board
6.
here. Much better.
Only reason I don't give him a 6 is because he did allow that cross in, and then there was another time that guy cut it and made him look a little funny. That's the only reason I don't give you Doji a 6.
Okay. We'll speed this up, guys, a little bit. Pape Matasar, for me, started really just awkwardly. I didn't know. I think they were playing him and Basuma. I didn't know which one was playing the 6. But as the game went on, I thought he was excellent. And the pot shot, the banana shot was class. I like the fact he's got confidence to take it. His ability to put his leg in front of a ball. He's going to win us free kicks and recalibrate possession a lot. I'm going to give Pape Sarr a 7 for the last 35 minutes of that game.
Yeah. I was thinking 7. a 6. 7. I'm cool 7. I'll take a 6 though. 6.5 was for giving
6
0.5.
is 5.5 from most people here. Okay, Ed Sweeten saying 7. Lolo laughing my ass off. Whatever that is. 7. Metodi Vlastanov, welcome mate. Is an 8 for you. All right, it's interesting.
So on average, you're probably saying 7 then. Like you're seeing some.
Yeah, we're saying 7.
I think 7's good. He was good. He was good today.
He's Basuma. I thought it was
7.
Pretty solid. 7 again.
7 or 8. Yeah.
7 or 8. I didn't see him do a single thing wrong. So you get, I think, at standard 7 when you don't do anything wrong. But then if you can, he was involved in moving the ball all the time. So
8.
I'd say an 8.
You talked me out, brains. I'm going 8.
Okay. Wow. Nice. Kulusevski, very busy. Lots of action in the first half. Didn't have the finishing boots on.
And he had some great skins. He skinned some players in really good ways, but then it's just the output at the end. Just
final ball for him is the problem right now, isn't it?
5 for Kulu.
You're getting him a 5, Jacob. That's harsh, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, 5.5.
I give him a.
There's no half scores, mate. There's no half scores. Decimal places are irrelevant. What is it? 5 or 6 or 7?
I'm going 5.
Okay, you harsh bastard.
I'm going 6. I got some of his some of his skills on the lane. Some of his skills down the lane were really good. So I
thought he's a 6. I think he gets a 6, 100%. James Maddison, positional play, I thought was spectacular. Didn't finish his dinner. Lots of chances, didn't take it. I'm going to give him a 6, but I like what I saw. I like the fact that he knows where to sit in this system. He just needs to work on his finishing.
I'm going 8.
Yeah, I'd give him a 7 just for quick turning and like just trying super hard to like make something happen. And, you know, shots were off, but at least he was trying more than anyone else. I thought, 7, sorry.
7. Jason,
I might be overrating him then. I'm saying 8 because I thought on the left, on the right, he was very active. Down the middle, he was active. His passing, he was linking up play very well. I like everything I'm seeing from Maddison. He didn't put his dinner away, true, but he's sitting at the table. Damn it, he's got his utensils.
He's got his knife and fork in his hand.
Yeah, he's ready to eat.
Yeah, he's coming back for seconds.
100%. Sonny, for me,
kind of invisible. Yeah, one really good shot.
He had lots of access, but I just think he looks predictable again, doing his usual stuff.
Yeah,
underwhelmed from me from Sonny. I only give him a 6 max, 5 probably if I have to round it down.
I was gonna say a 5. Just instead of like just putting the balls across and playing that role that he had to play, he just capitulated most times. So I'm going 5.
There was only once I think that he didn't have a decent cross where he missed Kane. He overhit it a little bit. But other than that, I thought he was putting the crosses in on a decent spot. I thought
he just kept waiting and cutting back and then doing.
I think there was the hesitation. But there was he did do the step overs to gain the advantage at one point and get the ball in across the middle. Just no one was there to clean it up. So he was doing things all right. I think we saw a little bit of Sonny what it looks like when he hasn't been in the team for some time, and I think he's just going to get acclimated. He'll be fine. No one worry about Sonny. I'm giving him a 6.
He isn't a left wing. If you compare quickly Perisic to Sonny today, it's just like
it's way different. Yeah, it's very
different.
Line every time, crossed every time, and that's what the left wing has.
That's a good point. No, it was very much different than what. That's a great example. If you saw the way Perisic was playing the position as opposed to Son, it looks totally different than what they were doing. So that's true.
Yeah,
I like that.
But yeah, people are saying Sonny needs a little bit of timing, a little bit of time. He's fitness and stuff. I get it. I take it. And then last one, Harry Kane. I'm going to give Harry Kane a 4. I thought it was rubbish. 3 maybe. I didn't
where was that? Other than his amazing quick, free kick for Sonny, they didn't count. Like if that counted, I probably would have given him a 6. But yeah, 5, 4.
I think a 4 is fair.
Well, he did score a penalty, so maybe a 5. Yeah, he's actually put us on the actual goal score line. It's like give him. I think
people need to sort of figure this one out. Kane 4s and 5s. Is it because he doesn't want to be here? Is it because he doesn't understand the system? Little from column A, little from column B in my mind.
Yeah. On that level, just for not really getting the system or just wanting to play his way rather than be in. Yeah, I would give him actually a 4. I'm changing it. Yeah. Just
I think 4s.
To play man of the match from the first half.
Man of the match from the first half. Hard one. If not Biz, then
Basuma or Sarr? Basuma or Maddison?
I was thinking kind of Maddison. I liked a lot of Maddison. I rated him the highest, so I kind of have to stick to that.
Yeah, Biz or Maddison. I wouldn't mind.
I'm going Maddison.
Dave Jones is saying Maddie
Daddy.
All right. Yeah. Okay, well, I think we're all on the same page. All right, we're gonna roll through this one a little bit quicker. I do want to. I'm starving, hungry, and I've had a couple of vodkas, and it was too early, and I made a mistake. So I need to.
At least you're not out in the sun. Usually, you make that mistake when you're at a fair or a music festival or something. You're in the sun. You're like, this was a horrible choice.
It was early, man. It was early. You know what I'm like? I need a couple of drinks, and I held off until about the half time, and then I was like, I'm miserable. Let's go on. All right, so we're gonna talk about the second half. Brandon Austin in goal. I don't think he had to do anything, did he?
Great pass. He had a great threaded
pass.
Had
a good pass.
Great threaded pass.
So we're going to give him a 6, are we?
Yeah, I'm giving him a 6 just for that pass.
Yeah.
Okay. Eric Dyer.
0. Oh, wait. 4, if I'm being fair. 5.
I don't think he did anything wrong.
I don't think he did anything wrong. I don't think he did anything right, but he didn't.
He held onto the ball a lot longer than everyone else.
Yeah,
he took a couple extra beats per pass. Yeah. That was about it.
Yeah, 4. Bucket 4.
Dyer's on the 5s. Dyer's on the -5s.
-5. I like that.
I'm not sure if they're negatives or just people giving hyphens before they put
No,
them
it's
up.
a negative. They know what they meant. I know what
they're talking about. We know what we're doing.
Come on.
Japhet Tanganga.
5.
Yeah, it's difficult to judge. They had nothing to do right in the back line. Let's move on.
He was better going forward than he was versus West Ham. Japhet Tanganga, but I mean, it could just be the competition level.
Okay. That's the thing. It's so difficult to know what to judge these people on. All right, let's move on to Emerson Royale. Did we see anything we're happy with? I didn't.
He won the ball over. I'm going to give him a 6. Just being nice. He did win the ball and create play. He also got an assist. So 6 for my man Emerson.
Yeah, 6.
All right. Serge Reguilon, interesting one. How are you happy with him?
I thought he was a 7, even maybe an 8 today. I thought he was brilliant. I thought he ran the line well. He set up things. He put some really good crosses in. He got to the byline a lot. He dribbled a bit. He had a shot that if that didn't hit a defender, that was going in. So yeah, I'll say a 7.
I'm giving Reguilon a 6. I thought he was decent going forward. Wasn't really tested, but I guess maybe that. I'll say 6.
Lo Celso, Gio.
I thought Gio was amazing again. I thought Gio was minimum an 8.
I'm going 7, but that's because I have a personal bias, and y'all know it, and I'll say it. I'll hold my hands up to it. I'm giving him a 7. That's a compliment. He was good today.
I'm dreading having to give a score about a certain person in a couple of seconds' time when he pops up. So I thought Lo Celso's second game in a row he scores a goal.
Yeah, I think 7 because I'm a hater. It's only a 7 because I'm a hater.
I mean, if
He's
Jacob's
a,
given
Lo
him
Celso's a
7,
miserable
probably a
guy.
9.
He looks comfortable in this system. I think we
Can't
have
get a
to pay attention.
smile. Don't matter how many goals he's.
Yeah, he can't break a smile.
To me, he's the starting other 8 with Madison. From these 2 performances, he's the starting 8.
I agree. I actually agree. I think that maybe you could make the argument right now that Lo Celso gets the nod ahead of Madison.
Yeah, I thought he was
we've
better
seen.
than Madison in both games, which is
100%.
crazy.
100%. It's nice to see everyone agreeing in the chat. Gio is absolutely solid. 7s, 8s, 8s. Point to prove.
Yeah, I'm a hater. I'll take it.
Lola.
I'm a Gio hater. I don't care. Hate the way he runs like a fucking.
Richie score from Sean incoming from El Dante. Before we get to that one, Ollie Skip. 6 or 7 for me. I thought I like him. I think he tries hard. I think God loves a trier. I think he's learning the system.
I think he's a 5. There's a lot of time the movement was so beautiful and it got to him and he just didn't do the right thing.
Kind of clumsy.
So,
Kind of clumsy.
His one cut passing is not great. So I'm going to.
If there's a decision to be made around if you keep one, sell one, or loan one, and you've got Pape, Sarr, Lo Celso, or Skip,
it's Skip all day. Pape Sarr is way better. Lo
Celso is way better, right?
Yeah,
100%. Ivan Perisic.
Perisic was solid. I thought he was
7.
absolutely solid. I gave Perisic an 8 just for showing how to play that role. He dribbled, he was fast at one point. Did you see that? At one point he was like super fast. He skinned a guy down the lane.
He's got a little bit of gas in it when he wants to stretch his legs.
Yeah.
He's got a little bit of gas there.
If he's not forced to run the entire length of the pitch, if you just keep him in one half, he's actually a very dangerous player. I gave him an 8 today.
You know what, mate? I agree 100% with what you just said. I think he was ridiculously misused by Conte last year.
Yeah,
and he was played too like for a guy of his age to be asked to do that role was absolutely silly.
When he played last season we played him one game as a striker, and when he played and Son came in, he actually was pretty good. He had assists, like he was really good. Like, and at the end of the season, when we were trying to play more attacking football, he got a goal. So. Yeah,
I'm with you. Yeah. I'm with you. Højbjerg, next up. Almost we're down to the last couple. Højbjerg, for me, was anonymous, completely anonymous. I don't remember him doing anything all game, so I'm going to give him a 4 or 5, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I'd have made that 5, 6.
I'll say a 5. He was there. He was 5. He was there.
He showed up.
He was there. He wore the damn uniform. I'll give him
5 for attendance. Fair enough. All right, let's move on to the big one. Richarlison.
9, baby. Give him a 9.
Okay, I mean,
give him a 9 and a pigeon.
The two of the last goal he scored was a brilliant goal. The second goal he scored was a complete fluff from the defender. But I love it for him. I'm super happy for him. It's so important for his confidence. He's a confidence player. He was chomping at the bit. He was enjoying it. I'm really happy for him. I'll wear the mud this one. I'll give him a solid 5.5.
Oh wow, 5.5. Without no halves.
No halves. I'm wrapping around it up. I guess.
Let that up and just take that bit as a little story. I'll give him a 5.
No. He was an 8. I think I'm not going to give him a 9 just because he scored a hat trick.
Oh.
All right then. I won't be miserable. All right then. 9 out of 10, whatever.
Yeah,
I don't think he was a 9.
He got to keep the ball after the match. If you didn't see, they gave him the ball and everything. Here you go, sir. Take
that one. Cherish that one.
Versus the Sea City Lions or whatever their name is. Yeah,
all right, he gets a 9.
Yeah,
he gets a 9.
Shirt did come off at the final whistle though, so we did get to see the crescendo, if you will.
Yeah, I see the new tattoo. #Sean in the mud on his back, just below. Just below the picture of.
What will it take to get you to do the pigeon dance, Sean?
I do it every time he scores, mate. I do it every time he's offside.
Okay,
I like the dance. It's fine. Listen, and this one for me, like, this is interesting. I want to know what your thoughts are on this guy, Manor Solomon. I think this guy is like I said during the stream. I feel like I was underwhelmed with the signing, but I feel like this guy is the highlight of the preseason thus far for me.
Do you know what's insane? First and second game, go and find me a time where he loses the ball.
Mm-hmm.
He does not lose the ball once. The route he might be wanting to go doesn't happen or whatever. He cuts back, but he doesn't lose the ball. As a manager, you got to be looking at that going, wow. Because our whole thing is dominate the ball and keep it high intensity. He might cut back, but then he opens up the lane for him to go back again forward. So I think that was like a 9 performance as well from him without even scoring. 8. Let's say 8 because he didn't score. So
who gets the second half man of the match for you guys?
It's got to be Richarlison with the hat trick. I don't know how I can choose anyone else. I know the first 2 goals you could say one was meh. The second one was a giveaway. The third one, though, I liked it. 3 goals, 45 minutes. That's mine.
I would say Lo Celso, just for the way he moved the ball and did the job absolutely perfect. It's either
You're really
him
trying
or
me this morning. You're really working me today, Brains.
But yeah, Strikers Union is hard not to give it to the guy who scores 3 goals. But come on, he should have scored 5.
I'm going to give it to Richarlison as well under duress, but I am super pumped about this guy, Solomon. I hope he continues his preseason form. He's hit the ground running, and it's a really interesting thing to talk about. And boy, have we got time to talk. We've got 10 more days until the next game. The team are now going to fly back to...
Sean's had a
stuff
limit.
happening outside of the squad with our ownership. Let's hope that we can, I don't know, get some centre-backs in, and we'll talk about this stuff. Guys, we're going to round it off. I'm going to say thank you very much to Brains. I think where's my man, Ben? He put your link in a second ago again.
Everything with me is just at Brains McLeod. So if you're on Spotify, just search Brains McLeod, YouTube / at Brains McLeod. Everything's Brains McLeod. So.
Or Google the Great Hip Hop Hoax. I'm about to watch that.
Watch that. It's good duck.
And I want to say a massive thank you to Jacob who joined for the second half, and I want to say a massive thank you to Bazza from Shelfside Spurs who joined for the first half, and I'll put their links in the description now. Guys, make sure you please, if you are in front of a computer, it takes no time at all. Just smash these little links. It doesn't take you away from the stream, and then go and press some subscribe buttons on other people's channels. Brains, mate, you've been an absolute star. Jacob, absolute star. Guys, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you if you want to continue talking Tottenham or watching Tottenham content, then Henry Wright is live right now. You can click on that link and go and join them. Henry and Sava are over there. I'm going to go and have some food because I've had a couple of drinks and I'm a little bit lightheaded. And make sure when you go over there, you put in the words Spurs Talk Show Raid, as you know what the rules are. That's what we want to do. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Brains. Well done, Tottenham. We got it done. And we will pick this one up again later on tonight or tomorrow. Guys, thank you to everyone who's been putting in super chats as well. Also, over the whole course of the last 3.5 hours, Phil P for the super chat hours ago. Tigaro, new member. Chris Hamon, new member. Joe Lewis, you bad man. Donovan, Davis.
Naughty.
And frankly, Tottenham. Thank you to everyone that came on at before the game as well. There was 4 or 5 people from around the world. It was really cool to see. I think it was Froggett, Justin, Richie, and Frank. Good to meet all you guys. Look forward to seeing you guys soon. We're going to leave it there, guys. Go over to Henry and say Spurs Talk Show Raid. Guys, we're going to come on, you Spurs, and we'll see you on the next one. Kuss.